get on top of that. Put that on extra fries, supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the kids. Go grab a plate, honey, for dinner we eat the rich. You gotta have a business, be creators on the side. You can't make it anymore, living life a 9 to 5. I've been living on a cycle, trying to die for life. Now it ain't living anymore, it's a ride or die. Look at my physical, I be running all over my principles. Looking for the middle class, I'm thinking it's mythical. Hypocritical leaders tell me I can be invincible if I only invest to live and listen to rules. Now there's AI, I like it cause it's cool, but I hate it at the same time. Using it to give other people bills and pay mine. Now the feds knocking cause I ain't turning my I-9. You cops a bunch of bitches, you ain't even need your K9. I'm sick of being broke, I don't need this. I know it's time to live and eat the rich. I've been crunching numbers trying to pinch the cents. I mean pennies on the dollars, what I make for this. I got sons, you have daughters, how we feed the kids. I'm out of food, so I guess it's time to eat the rich. I'm talking 1%, let's get on top of that. Put that on extra fries, supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the list. I just need your wallet, not your bullshit. Quit talking, I came out the gutter with the poor kids. You were probably on the island touching all the poor kids. Fuck you, I'ma take some pictures for the front news. Blow it up, front and center, leave you like a buck tooth. Bitch made, make you suck a pole like a cut dude. Blood all on the satin, have you paddling like ducks do. Who that? How the fuck he do that? Why the kid rapping like it's rent due? Too bad, heavy pressure when I'm spitting something that I'm new at. So I'ma keep on pressing on their head like a do-rag. I'm sick of being broke, I don't need this. I know it's time to live and eat the rich. I've been crunching numbers trying to pinch the cents. I mean pennies on the dollars, what I make for this. I got sons, you have daughters, how we feed the kids. I'm out of food, so I guess it's time to eat the rich. I'm talking 1%, let's get on top of that. Put that on extra fries, supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the kids. Go grab a plate, honey, for dinner we eat the rich.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Yeah, can you tell me what's real or not? Am I looking at an AI? Can you tell me how you feel or not? I don't wanna hear an AI. Can you show me the side to you and not lie? I really need to know. Can you tell me what's real or not? Am I looking at an AI? Yeah, keep it a buck like I'm on a hunt, but it's tucked. I try to keep all the smoke in the blunt, you know. I ain't always with people that love me. I gotta keep all the trust in my sons. That's the funds, I don't front, I'm just summing it up to the stress in my chest. Turn from pressure to fun, work on Monday, then play for the rest of the month. That's the blessings I pray for on me, on my mama. But the AI has been working up a prayer too. And all they work is cool until you work on layoff. You think it pay off, but wait until that payout due. The way I see it, you need to make your way out soon. That's facts, that's stats, how the past make do. And the facts outdated, but the facts stay true. That's forever. Yeah, so you know that they gon' outlast. Can you tell me what's real or not? Am I looking at an AI? Can you tell me how you feel or not? I don't wanna hear an AI. Can you show me the side to you and not lie? I really need to know. Can you tell me what's real or not? Am I looking at an AI? Down on my roots, 100 in boots, I'm 10 toes. Out of my youth and into the booth, I've been cold. Back to my shoes that carried me through had been froze. Gravel is loose, but they couldn't pull with 10 hoes. Hotter than any metal and solder. I keep the shell like a shotter, but it's the gallon you count by the dollar. I think I'm tied to the price, cause I keep taking it farther. And if the sign was the sun, I guess that'd make me the father. If you the realest in this bitch, stand up. And if you're shady, then you need to sit down. I know that ain't what we learned growing up, but I guess it ain't too late to learn now. If you the realest in this bitch, stand up. And if you're shady, then you need to sit down. I know that ain't what we learned growing up, but I guess it ain't too late. Can you tell me what's real or not? Am I looking at an AI? Can you tell me how you feel or not? I don't wanna hear With a man, okay, let's set it off. You see my name, you better off taking that little song you got against me off your catalog. I'm back like I ain't let this bitch. I pulled up just to smack a dog. This pound got filled up overnight. My bike's still bigger than all of y'all. This chamber got that banger in it. My chain holding that Hall of Fame. You say you got the same, we are not the same. I've been out here with a umbrella, you can get the rain. Weatherman been walking around with a clip in and I'ma let it bang. Treat a beef like Adderall. Y'all ain't witness my peak yet. My pen been pushing, added on. I ain't been spitting. T says T and me with me tatted on. This big shit. Got 'em running out of their soul. Lean back if you a troll. Shut the fuck up, make a meme. Y'all my Padawans, I'm Obi-Wan with a beam. Always patted on, but don't forget the knees. This that new hair drip fit like Billie Jean. I feel like Sheen. Yeah, I've been winning, you been lit. That one spot like sunblock. This drop top gonna air it out. My name on it like numlock. You fed ducks, these ain't doors. Let me show you how to make a drum knock. Y'all my sons, I'm Big Pops. This pop gonna make a sun drop. Okay, let's set it off. You see my name, you better off taking that little song you got against me off your catalog. I'm back like I ain't let this bitch. I pulled up just to smack a dog. This pound got filled up overnight. My bike's still bigger than all of y'all. This chamber got that banger in it. My chain holding that Hall of Fame. You say you got the same, we are not the same. I've been out here with a umbrella, you can get the rain. Weatherman been walking around with a clip in and I'ma let it bang. Who the fuck is you and what you talking on? It's bad weather you walking on. At 22 you shooting, ain't got enough bite for you to be barking on. Get shitted on like deuce. Take him out when I choose to. This chopper got shark 2 triggers on. I hit him up like do. And now I'm charged up, better get your bars up. Try to bring the boy down, but he only falls up. Talking like you wanna brawl round, but all them hands you claim you got ain't even balled up. They don't like when I drive, cuz not whatever they drive up. Couldn't pop on a Doppler, spinning on a helicopter. Weatherman got a bob now, they gon' need to get a doctor. Someone go and help your mans up, I think he just got shot. Okay, let's set it off. You see my name, you better off taking that little song you got against me off your catalog. I'm back like I ain't let this bitch. I pulled up just to smack a dog. This pound got filled up overnight. My bike's still bigger than all of y'all. This chamber got that banger in it. My chain holding that Hall of Fame. You say you got the same, we are not the same. I've been out here with a umbrella, you can get the rain. Weatherman been walking around with a clip in and I'ma let it bang.
Grab your popcorn.
Click.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Moopy doopy.
How we doing?
Poopy whoopy.
Double Wupples. Or what's
Double
that?
Wupples.
That video where it shows a bunch of like mice, like little mice. It's like best top 10 Googly Wooglies or whatever. You ever seen that one?
The Googly Moogly.
I'll show it to you. It's the most brain rot bullshit.
I don't
I've
know
ever
what
met.
that is, but it
I just
reminds
like
me.
how googly woogly sounds.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old 3-6 Mafia song, Great Googly Moogly.
Oh no, it's some brain rot Gen Z comedy shit. So
Awesome.
Some of that's good. Some of it's
can be
bad.
funny. So that,
Yeah.
like kind of like that. Oh, that stuff. That stuff's funny. I don't care what you say. That stuff is funny.
It's always the TikToks that it just involves animals and the way that they
dude.
behave. Those always get me.
Dogs and cats.
Yeah.
Just
It's like
kill
this dog is kind of dumb, but he's also funny.
Speaking of dogs, we got a guy with the dog in him. Dex with the Weatherman Entertainment. Hello, friends. It says.
me. What's up?
How we
Macy
doing,
Ann is
baby?
also in the chat. Shout out her.
Macy.
She is
Celebrity.
killing it right now. She is selling out shows all across Indiana. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Yep, definitely go check out. We got another person in music in here, Macy Ann Music. Go check her stuff out. Click on her little name. Go
It's
check
got to
out
be
her
better
music.
than Dex.
They're
Yeah,
both
they're
very,
both
very
good.
great artists in their own right and in their own scene.
Yeah, but I know Dex personally.
So there's a little bit more to it,
Yeah.
but
Cool guy.
Who's
Clearly
biased?
not endorsing your.
Cool guy. Kind of a piece of shit though.
so contradictory. Cool guy, kind of deaf tone, like tone deaf.
Kind of Deftones.
No, Dex's music is great.
Super
I
good.
love it. I was just saying that I've worn out Eat the Rich because I've listened to it constantly.
We do need to put some Macy Ann in the pre-show too. Maybe
I-
put her in the
I-
mix. She'll allow
Okay,
us.
literally just now learned who this was.
No, she's a very, very good metal
Cobalt
artist.
J in the chat too. I saw it.
Saw it.
Macy, if you do want to send me some of your music, we have each other on Facebook or whatever you want to send it to me on. I'll put you in the pre-show if you'd like. A little free advertisement there. Just get a hold of me.
For free.
For free.
Oh, Geppetto.
But hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast. The podcast being Sweet Nostalgia. I am your host, Ryan, accompanied by my other two hosts, James.
Jams.
It's James.
Welcome, James.
Welcome, Jams.
All right, next to
Sir
him.
James.
Who's this scraggly little dude next to?
I'm a gnome.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm a garden gnome. I'm Brandon. You guys know me. You guys have heard of me. I'm nothing special because I have a special lady to our right.
Yeah, and we do have a new person on the podcast today. Jen, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jen.
There you go.
The
What-
new person.
The new person. You want to tell us a little bit about what you do? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Crap. How do I define?
No pressure.
Yeah, all the pressure.
Yeah,
Make it a breakup.
I'm really just a creative person and mostly known for my art, but
Yeah, for the people that clicked on our Facebook or have us on Facebook or Instagram, all that, the art in that poster was actually Jen's. So,
yeah.
Also, she makes these really, really cool stickers. I'm going to kind of put it a little closer. So, you guys, if you guys ever catch her at a show, here you go, Ryan.
I enter in the void.
Yeah.
There you
Catch her at a show, you can get one of
Why
these
didn't you
stickers.
just put it up to your camera?
Because my
Your
actually I
face
was
is
watching
not
it.
that important.
I was watching. No,
Your face is not that important.
it didn't cover anything up. It was just funny. You don't see what I'm seeing. It was funny for it to reach in.
what I
Fuck off. But no, so Jen's our new guest. No, she's very good artist, great person.
Sorry.
Unprofessional.
Man,
See what I have to deal with?
trying to start. We're trying to get a business
Hey, listen.
going.
If he was perfect, he
And-
would have made us better than what we are. Okay. No one's perfect.
The side scowl really did
You
it for
mess
me.
up one time.
Macy says, "Jen, you're so much more than that." And then she also says that you're a creative avocado, and then you're a
I love
badass
that.
queen.
A creative avocado.
I am. I would agree with that.
A creative avocado. with a
Do you enjoy
side
avocado?
Yes.
I love
I'm
some
like
avocado toast.
hit or miss on avocado.
Okay,
Do you
so
prefer it
I
cooked?
that's how I was, but then like if you get the right spices, salt and pepper, cilantro and lime in there, it's like
No, screw that
Amazing.
noise. It's like listen, dude, it's like beer. All right, you gotta muddle through until you just get used to it.
I mean if you don't have it with anything in it, it's really bland.
So-
It
kind
is.
of-
It actually
Yeah,
is
yeah.
garbage. She's
I'm not
absolutely
having
right.
it with any like spices or anything. Now, do you guys have the cilantro taste bud where it tastes like soap, or do you actually taste like?
No.
Tastes like
Oh,
soap?
I love
I-
cilantro.
no, I
It's
love
not-
cilantro.
It tastes cilantro.
Oh, cilantro's
literally
so
tastes
good.
like Dante soap.
Yep. No,
It tastes so bad.
I don't really taste anything out of it.
It's
when I
like
eat it.
it's like that one like dress picture that used to go around. If it's
It was
blue, blue, or if
Right.
it's gold.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with cilantro.
was
Either you
always
think
blue
it
for
tastes
Yeah,
like crap.
people either love it or hate
Yeah,
it.
it's either
Yeah.
you think it tastes like soap or you're just like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think it tastes like butt.
Kayla says, I think avocado tastes like wet grass. And then Macy says, now I'm hungry as fuck for wet grass.
This is our audience. These are our people.
Yep.
We love
We
you.
found our target audience. Thank you,
And
Jen.
divided. Together, we don't need it.
Together, we'll crumble.
That we built
Apart,
this country separate. Literally.
cilantro. Kayla also says cilantro is insert Italian hand here.
They do it with love.
Yeah.
Cilantro was made with love.
it
Made
was.
with love.
But as you can tell in the titles today, we're talking about dreams, our childhood dreams, and what we thought growing up. You know, what we wanted to do growing up, where we wanted to be growing up.
I have
assuming.
hypnophobia.
No, what?
I'm scared of my own dreams.
That is, I sometimes get that.
It's a real thing.
Afraid of
That's a,
a
that's a, that's a, that's a real thing, but
afraid to fall
I
asleep.
don't have
You start to
that.
fall asleep. You're like floating on a cloud.
I start counting sheep and I'm scared of them.
You're over there on like the fence that the sheep are jumping off, punching them as they jump over.
Not today.
I'm scared of you.
I'm no son of a shepherd.
Y'all are hilarious.
Young Ed boy.
Ed boy.
A young Ed boy. The son of a shepherd.
Macy also says y'all hilarious. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
We have nothing else going for us.
This is it.
This is
I
all
think
we have.
This is all we have.
Subscribe.
Cobalt also says I think avocado tastes like a vegetable.
Well,
That was a very insightful
the thing
comment.
is avocado is technically a fruit.
Is it really?
It
Yes.
has an internal seed.
Same with tomatoes.
Did you know a strawberry isn't technically a berry because its seeds are on the outside of it?
Why the
just
fuck?
heard that, and I was
My
kind of,
childhood
like,
dream was to be a
blown away.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like,
World
Isn't it wild?
Champion.
Been
What are you
lied to
getting
my
at, kid?
whole life.
It's called
it
a
up.
strawberry. I am owed 30 years of false advertisement.
Yes.
This is bullshit.
Guys, start commenting your childhood dreams in the chat, and we will discuss.
Let's stay
them.
away from the scary stuff, though. I still have to sleep tonight.
It's called a nightmare.
So Dex
Nightmares are still dreams.
put my childhood dream was to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! World Champion.
Look at you now.
Okay.
I was like,
Stop.
what'd you say?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired and I'm hostile.
I mean, hey,
I'm
it
just
makes
eating
for
some
good
popcorn,
content.
man.
But no, you're gonna go far, kid. Keep it up. Macy also says blue eyes white dragon energy. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Strawberries aren't a berry. I'm gonna kick the chair. Is what Cobalt says.
Yeah, dude, not a berry.
And
And
I
it's,
see
you
what
know
the
what? It's
professional
kind of
Macy,
breakdancing.
we all know your dream was to be a ninja. Stop lying.
No, yeah, Macy, professional breakdancer was her dream. She's not even lying.
Do you dance anything like the lady from Australia? Because that's kind of cool.
Like Australia. What?
You don't know about the Olympics?
Dude.
All I can think is that
So
blonde
basically-
girl, the Menasha Please, and then she's
No,
just sitting there.
there's a lady. Basically, her husband was in charge of the committee in Australia to send people to
Yeah.
the Olympics, and she got into the breakdancing Olympics just because he was her husband. So she's
Pays
not.
to be married, folks.
Yeah, she's not.
all about
she's,
who
not
you know.
even, she's not even like a good. I mean, if you look at the clips, she's not a good breakdancer.
That was
She
awful.
just did a bunch of like improvised dancing, you know, which is
but
breakdancing.
she got so
but-
much more attention probably
Yes.
because of it.
But, I mean,
so-
and that's the thing. Negative.
See, you
attention-
don't gotta be good at nothing.
Yeah. Negative attention is still attention.
It
so like,
is.
she got the clout she wanted,
Bad
brother.
publicity is also good.
Dude, she did this weird thing. She like went backwards like this.
How many people have replicated that though?
So
Like,
many.
everybody
So many.
has to
Just
do it
so
now.
so many TikToks are made making fun of that girl, and she was like,
Exactly.
she's
It's
like,
ridiculous.
She's like,
I say she's winning.
I've made it. Boys.
free dinner.
You know,
Free dollar.
winner, winner.
Chicken dinner.
I'm eating lobster tonight, today, and tomorrow.
Kayla says, wait, whose chair are we kicking? Tex also says, look at that, I'm a rapper. No, that's
literally-
definitely something I want to talk about. Like, there's the
You know,
difference
Jeep,
of
dreams change.
dream.
Dreams
definitely
change.
something.
That is something we're going through.
I used to want to be a cop.
Okay, let's save it. Hold on.
Same.
Let's save
There
it.
was-
Let's save it.
Or in the like military.
Not
Oh, I
that.
did that.
Macy,
My-
I wanted to be like a badass.
like every older man in my family was in the military, and I've heard so much shit, and I'm just like, I don't. PTSD sounds awful.
Well, yeah.
You know.
I was the child. I wasn't getting
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
part of it.
Cool.
you know?
Yeah, I think 6 years old, my granddad fully told me about the first person he had.
wow.
Yeah.
Like,
And, yeah, demonetized.
Yeah.
And I just,
a great word.
We have to keep it PG, brother.
Yep.
So yeah, the first person he had, and
Rookie.
and it physically changed me at like 6 or 7 years old, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Rookie, unless you have something to add to the podcast, I'm gonna have to ask
Rookie,
you. That.
what do you think about dreams?
He's like, please hold me. I'm scared too.
cheap kid show. Get out of here.
Jesus,
Lord.
gonna get us canceled.
Yeah.
But Macy also says, haha, yes, I taught her everything. Ray gun, haha. And then Cobalt says, I wanted to be a scientist. My 2 brain cells wouldn't allow it. I believe that.
Yeah, but you learned what friction was.
We're kicking my chair, Kayla, is what it says. Kitty, Macy said. But yeah, no, it's start from the very beginning. Let's jump into it, shall we?
I was born young. I was diagnosed at a young age with bad vision.
I was
I was
at
doomed
age
from the
10.
start.
At age
I was
10.
doomed from the start.
At age 10, I was born without a face. So
Ew.
There's so much
Awesome.
down there.
Kind of cool.
that's a Game Grumps reference.
Yes, sir.
At my kindergarten graduation, when they asked what we wanted to be when we grew up, my dumb little self said Batman so confidently.
That's not
Everyone looked at me like I lost my mind, Kayla says. I believe that.
You need better
100%.
friends, Kayla.
Because you could have done it.
Well, we are
Have
her
we ever
friends.
seen them in the same room?
Exactly.
Seen Kayla and
I've
Batman
never
in the
seen
same
Kayla
room?
and Batman in the same room.
Damn. Where the drugs going? Because that's what he says, you know?
Where's the drugs going? Where's Rachel?
Donde está las drogas? But I want to start at the very beginning. What was your childhood like when you were asked what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you guys say? Jen, I want to start with you since you're our new one.
Yeah, cop, soldier, ballerina.
Wow.
Yeah.
She wanted to fill the resume.
Yeah.
She wanted to fill that
She's
resume
like,
up.
guys, literally put me anywhere.
I got it.
You know what?
You got a job, I'm your girl.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Exactly.
Tired of writing this bench.
You want someone shot? Done. You want a sweet dance move? Done.
Basically like a beautiful assassin
Nah.
that just like dances and kills you
Yeah,
at the
all
same
those kinds of
time.
You literally said all that, and I was like, she wanted to be Black Widow.
That's what
She wanted to be Scarlett Johansson.
Yes. Yeah.
My dream to grow up is to be a Black Widow.
I wanted
Yes.
to be Black Widow.
She's Jen Widow.
Jen Widow.
Jen Widow.
Jen Johansson.
Widow Johansson.
All right, Brandon, how are you gonna top that? How are you gonna top that resume?
We were asked this in first grade, if you remember.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't.
And I said the president of Coca-Cola because I was so
That's
heavily
specific.
addicted to Coke.
That's real shit.
Wow.
Not the drug, but the drink. But it was like a drug to me.
Thanks for clearing that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I said the president of Coca-Cola. They're like, how are you going to do that? I said, I'll start as a janitor and I'll work my way up.
What the fuck? I mean, this
I love how you had a plan
Always had
already.
ambitions.
Yeah.
He
Like
said,
they
you
made
know
a
what?
movie. Like that's actually plausible.
He watched The Pursuit of Happiness one too many times.
Yeah.
He said, I'll start from the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you had like a plan. You know what I mean?
Well, I had to answer back.
You wrote it out. You were like, hey, we're gonna start here. We're gonna move on. Yeah.
I will be the guy who cleans up poop
Yeah.
to the one doing the pooping.
Yeah.
And I will make sure
On
those
the
urinal
company
cakes are
dime.
pristine.
I poop on company's time.
Chaz also, Cobalt says, I wanted to be a dinosaur. Let's be real. I mean, fair.
Like
I mean,
Step
okay,
Brothers.
Okay,
So-
but which dinosaur did you want to be? You
That's
gotta-
not important.
Was it like a velociraptor?
That's not important.
Or like
It's,
a,
it's important.
wants
That's
to
an
be-
important question.
There's
What
not a
dinosaur
single-
did you want to be?
There's
growing
not
up?
a single dinosaur that couldn't kill me. So it's really not important.
But you're the one who also said there's nothing like getting your fade ran by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I think you want to be a
That's
T-Rex.
not what I said. I said there's nothing like getting your fade ran by a T-Rex, which is a monster from a video game. It's two different things.
I thought you said T-Rex.
Kayla says, let's be honest, Velociraptor would be so cool. Then Dex says, I used to be addicted to McDonald's Coke specifically.
Same.
Then true, Kayla.
Still
and then
am.
Cobalt also says that at least as a Velociraptor, I can open doors. That's a
true.
struggle now.
Yeah. T-Rexes had that problem. They
Hold
could
on,
open
why
doors.
is opening doors a struggle now?
The T-Rex arms?
I just think that just Cobalt just can't open doors for some reason.
Mm.
It's a struggle. Those two brain cells he's
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
makes it very hard to open
Yeah.
a door.
I'll pray for you.
We got you. We got you covered. All right, James. How are you gonna top
I'm not.
the CEO of Coca-Cola?
I'm not.
Let's go.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I mean, if you want me to be real, I've always wanted to be a dad.
Oh,
Well, look who's winning.
They literally asked me before, and they were like, well, so what was your dream growing up? And I was like, kind of living it, honestly. I'm married to my favorite person. I have 3 kids of my own, and I'm a stay-at-home dad. I could literally ask for nothing else.
I'm gonna ask you to stop kissing ass. No,
My wife doesn't even watch our podcast. I don't know whose ass I'm supposedly kissing.
I know.
She doesn't love me nearly as much as I love her.
fucking apparently. So James's wife and I have been friends for fucking what, like going on 20 years almost.
Longer than I felt
So-
like.
So we've known each other for so fucking long, and she's subbed, right?
She subbed because I did it for her.
But she won't. Like that's
She won't
like
watch
what
it.
the fuck? Like why?
She
would I
likes
do
to
it?
read, man.
Turn on the subtitles. We figured that out last night.
we did.
We
He's so
fucking
mad.
figured that out
He was
last
so-
night.
I told you stayed the night with us last night, dude, and we turned on a scary movie. We watch our movies with subtitles on.
All of them. I do too.
Everything we watch
I
with
do too.
subtitles on. And Ryan was like, why?
No,
He's
these
like, why the
motherfuckers.
fuck?
We turned on A Quiet Place and they put on subtitles. The whole movie's about no sound.
We watched Talk to Me First, or isn't that what
Yeah,
it's called?
Talk to
We
Me.
watched Talk to Me First, and you turn the subtitles on, and you'd never have to turn them on again once you turn them on. Just because they were also on when A Quiet Place was on, doesn't mean that we had to watch A Quiet Place with subtitles. They were just on by default.
You could have turned them off.
So get fucked and stay fucked. Here's the thing. We watch our movies with subtitles, and I understand that not a lot of
But you're
people
like
do
2
that.
feet from the fucking.
My husband and I,
not
we
the point.
also watch with subtitles.
See, it's a lot more normal than you
I
think.
also watch
because
Because a lot of times there's like
There's quiet.
accents or there's
Yes.
like muffled parts, and if you want to hear exactly what got said, then you
Literally at the beginning of Talk to Me, there's that dude's brother was walking up, and I didn't hear a single word he said. I only knew what he said by reading it. He said,
Turn
"Where's
up the
Duckett?"
TV.
I have kids sleeping for school. Ryan.
Right, like we don't have nice surround speakers.
Yeah.
We just got the crappy and the TV one.
Exactly.
No, that's bullshit. Because we just sat there playing Cards Against Humanity at the same time that they're supposed to be sleeping, sitting there yelling at each other a bunch of stupid shit. So what's the
2
argument?
rooms away.
No.
2 rooms away
It's
with
an
their
open-
TV playing.
it's an
2
open
rooms
concept.
away. 2 open concept.
open
Dude, I would.
thing
I
with
would.
their door open.
I'd sell you for an open concept house. Okay. I don't have an open concept house. My kids broke the door off the hinges.
It's all about
It's not-
clarity.
Yeah.
We just want to know what gets said.
So listen.
Yeah.
We were 2 rooms away, and they had their TV on. Okay. It's different when we are a room away, and their TV had stopped playing.
Should have turned it back on.
Why would I do that?
All right.
I don't have to defend
What
myself.
about you, Ryan? What was your
Fucking
childhood
30
dream?
years old talking to you about what I do in my
up.
house. Grow up.
So Dex says, yeah, he can't open up jars. I have to open them for him. What's the knob for? Teeth, he says. That's a true story. So confusing. Bryce is also in the chat. Everybody say hi, Bryce.
What up,
I don't know who Bryce is.
His friend Bryce.
My friend Bryce.
He also asked what today's subject is. Well, Bryce, if you would read, it says,
Just once, Bryce, open your eyes,
it
man.
says dreams. We're talking about dreams.
And not like... No, that's actually what it was. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking now. I thought I was cooking there for a second, but it turns out I was on a slow simmer.
You burnt it.
I burnt it.
I was just coming to the boil.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be James.
I would want to be me too. It's pretty
James
sweet.
microphone. No
He was
chance that
cooking,
the had
but
a
the
future.
stove was unplugged.
The stove was unplugged.
Cobalt says, when I was a kid, I wanted to be James's microphone. No chances at a future.
Yeah, I understand I'm peaking. Thank you again
think we all
for
are.
that. What a clear and sudden vibe check again.
Well, he actually did in the comments.
Yeah,
Last time he
yeah.
texted me about it. He's like, oh, I
No,
showed him
yeah,
the text.
I'm peeking. I don't really care. You don't like it? Don't unsubscribe, actually.
He says, Bryce says, oh my god, okay, sorry, I have an illiterate brain, is what he has.
Illiterate.
But when me growing up, what I wanted to be a kid, I would go in the same thing of, at a young age, like law enforcement, like full legit.
Yeah, every time.
Like that's what like something I've always wanted to do. Like I had because it was like a bunch of different things. I had like a big interest because I grew up around guns. I really liked that.
That's not where I
aspect
thought
of
you
it.
were going.
Carrying a gun.
I wanted to be a cop because I got a pistol.
Yeah, you shoot people.
Not to serve and protect, but because I got to hold a sweet ass gun.
That was my second.
Got to hold
part.
the M9.
But the main thing is to legitimately serve and protect and like just help people out. You know what I mean? And just be there to actually make a fucking difference. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And
It was the same thing
know,
for
do
me. I
something.
wanted to be a cop for the same reasons.
Yeah.
We did this little thing in school where like you would
called learning.
So quick.
I
That was
guess you
so
could I
quick.
guess you could say that, but you know,
Depending
I'm
on what
already a certified genius, so
Depending on what school you go to.
well, in Marion, they would take us to I don't remember what the place was called, but you would literally tell them what job you wanted, and then you would go spend the day like in the life of an adult. You'd have to buy a car according to your like career choice and what you could afford.
Hold on one
And then-
second.
Interrupt. He's
No,
talking
no,
about interrupting
this
before
is,
the podcast.
no, this is a legit
Look
one.
at this.
This is a legit one. So, Cobalt, you said that you're hearing white noise.
It's probably the fan every
Yeah.
time we talk.
So, do you hear like when we talk? Do you hear like a fan? Because
Mind to turn it
I'll
off.
bring my Roadcaster next
You're so
time.
close. There you go.
James's audio is on Diddy time.
Ligma. How about that?
His audio is lubed up. That's what Bryce said.
I wish there was a silent mode for a fan. That'd be fucking great.
Why don't you get one of those
Yeah,
fans?
there is. It's called off.
Listen,
Got him. Got him.
we invite you here.
In my
I am
house.
so happy you brought that in.
You're in my house, talking to me like this
She does it with love.
on my daughter's birthday. Yes. Okay. What did James say?
What do you mean? What did James say?
It's
I don't know.
jams.
Do we need to like turn up James's mic? Is that the issue? I don't know. I just kind of wanted to figure that out because he said something. But go ahead with what you're saying.
I don't remember.
All right, get fucked. I think he said that he wanted licked. All right.
Do you?
Do you?
I said Ligma.
All right.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that was kind of like my thing growing up. Was I just wanted that was my first thing. Was I wanted to be a part of law enforcement, specifically SWAT. I wanted to do that kind of thing. Like
You
I
remember
wanted to go
that,
the full.
remember that old 90s
full-
movie SWAT
Yes.
with Colin Farrell?
Oh my gosh.
Didn't they
of
make a
course.
show off of that too?
Yes.
Yes, there's a show called SWAT.
I know they
My
made-
fiance
I know they
loves
made-
it.
Oh yeah, because I remember. Yeah, she was watching.
She was
the shit
watching
out
when we
of
were
it.
They
watching. Yeah.
do that thing where like if a show hits or like a movie hits, they do that unnecessary thing of like
Ruining it with the
overproducing
show.
it. Yeah, ruining it with the show or making an unnecessary amount of
No,
sequels.
that's just media nowadays.
Yeah, it's so
just
stupid in general.
reboot after reboot after reboot, or a series, a TV series, a long series. It's everything.
That's a current dream of mine is to like do acting or voice acting in
So,
general.
so yeah, no, that's a.
I can
current
tell you
one.
right now, don't.
There it is. Crushed.
You got a voice that deaf
Instantly.
people love. You got a voice that deaf people love to hear.
Yeah.
I speak in Braille.
Yeah. So that was like your guys' first dream. Like that was
Yeah,
like what I wanted to do.
like
kinda
it was
thing.
either cop. It was like emergency services, cop, firefighter, EMT.
Now, what about when we started getting into like middle school, high school age? Like what was your next dream? Because they always change.
Drug dealer.
I mean, you don't-
Nice.
good money. there.
Local pharmacist is what I like to call him.
Stay at home pharmaceuticals.
Y'all don't listen to Cobalt, guys. He's been using slang.
Whoa.
Cancel.
Oh.
Bryce says, well, I wanted to be many things growing up. Basketball player, baseball player, football player. None of those worked out.
Basketball
the
player
thing is,
with your
that's-
hair?
That's about that's all
wrong-
about
hey, what's
growing.
wrong? Hold on. What's wrong with gingers playing?
Have you seen
basketball?
any ginger
What's
pro
right about it?
basketballs?
Huh?
What's right about it?
Well, what's wrong about
Have
it?
you seen
Kevin,
any?
Hold on, wasn't Kevin Love a ginger?
Look it up. I know Larry Bird was
Griffin.
blonde.
Yeah, Robert Griffin, not Robert
No.
Griffin the third.
No,
Blake Griffin.
Blake
Yes.
Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
No,
yeah.
well,
He's a ginger.
but he's also, you know,
A professional basketball
Yeah.
player that made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Had endorsements from all kinds of companies.
I'm trying to- I'm not trying to
more
be
money than
stereotypical.
you.
Tell me one bad thing you have to say about Blake Griffin, man.
He's amazing. I'm not coming at him.
Listen, you asked, we answered. You said name a ginger that played basketball.
And
we
we
gave you a
did.
ginger, and you don't like the answer. Get fucked.
Dex says, Bryce, you're the best type of ball player. Cobalt says, Bryce plays ball, though. And And then Cobalt also says you should see Bryce dribble.
I still have to look at the ball when I dribble. If I'm being real.
That's because you're white.
See?
See, I probably should have said that.
See?
I probably should have said that.
Ginger can dream. Yes, sir. Yes, we
A
can.
ginger can dream.
Yes, we can. But yeah, what was like your high school, middle school?
Genuinely, I wanted to play sports.
What sport specifically?
Football, basketball, baseball.
Oh, you want to do the whole thing?
No, one. One
wanna
of
be
them
the
had to hit.
trifecta.
I
I
had
wanna
to
be a
fa-
Deion Sanders.
I allowed myself to fail at 2, so one could be better than the others.
So you just like throw in that sticky octopus at the ball.
Well, somebody had to carry my family through life. And I put that on my shoulders. Didn't work out, but
There you go. Brandon, what came next for you? What was your...
I wanted to be a performer, singer, for a band, a rock band specifically.
like the video game.
Yeah, I think that game came out around my middle school. Maybe I think it was still in elementary. Maybe
When-
sixth grade.
I don't know.
When
fifth,
did the
fifth,
first
sixth-
rock band come out?
That is a good question. I don't
Yeah.
know when the first rock band came out.
Look it up real quick.
Fact checking. What about you, Jen?
I'm okay with being wrong.
Well, I sold one of my first art pieces when I was like 9 or 10.
So you're living the dream.
So I was just like, oh, you can make money doing this. We're doing this.
Rhett and Link are
Yeah.
playing D&D now?
I think I
Yeah.
committed to being an artist
I'm
pretty
sorry, I
young.
didn't mean to interrupt you. I just got a text from my wife telling me some awesome news.
I'll be right back. I need to get some water.
But so what got you into like the whole art thing? Like what made you what clicked into you that was like I want to create art and go and do that?
My dad was an artist, and so my mom, I was homeschooled, and we had art class, and so I think I really vibed with it. Like, it was enjoyable for me. I really liked playing with Legos too when I was a kid.
Me too, so
Like, I was
much.
obsessed.
No, I love Legos, but I love like to be buy on
Those
the
aren't
and stuff
real
like that.
Legos.
They're Legos. They're made by
They
Legos.
are not real Legos.
Like, I realized, like, from a very young age, I was like designing like rooms, floor plans, houses, like.
That's rad.
You want to be like do you ever think of like being like an architect?
I thought about it, but it seemed like there was a lot of like math and craft involved, and
Yeah.
Well, architectural design is different than being an architect,
Yeah.
actually. Architectural design is just making blueprints, and you just have to know measurements, not really math. I guess geometry is a big role in that.
yeah, it seemed like I like creating the space,
Mm-hmm.
like all the way, like interior design, decorating it, creating a whole atmosphere,
Yeah.
and not just getting stuck at the blueprint stage.
Exactly,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I took a class in high school that was making blueprints like that, just on a computer and stuff. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more boring than sitting there making three-dimensional like pictures of like buildings
Yeah.
and stuff.
I
It's like-
gotta bring up a joke that Dex has put in there. I've
So
not
for anybody who was waiting, the first rock band came out in 2007.
because I've not heard this one. This is actually the first time I've heard this ginger joke. That's a good one. Dex says, "What do you call money in a redhead's wallet?"
Gingerbread.
Yeah, sure. That's what it was.
I heard it before.
I never heard that one.
That's good stuff.
It's good.
Solid.
And then Cobalt says, "Nothing but neck." I don't understand that.
Probably me.
All right.
I've heard it before. It's usually a fat joke.
I don't think that.
But it wouldn't matter either way.
But
I don't care.
so just doing that like with your parents and stuff is kind of like you're like I want to create something. Like you have like a
I
was it
just
like an
enjoyed-
emotional tie into it, or you just enjoyed like creating it?
I just enjoyed the process of it. Like, yeah, like, and I think for some reason I was able to like put things on paper that I was seeing in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's like a big frustration to a lot of kids is like when they're seeing it but not able to get it on paper.
Yeah.
And they just get frustrated. and quit.
Not able to articulate it
Yeah.
in the way they want.
And I mean, I'm not saying like I was genius level at that, but like apparently I was good enough that I stuck.
I mean,
with
you don't
it.
have to be humble here. You can
No,
absolutely.
I'm being legit. Like I didn't get so discouraged that like I just gave up
Yeah.
on it. you
I think
know?
you're a
Yeah.
genius level at it for sure. I meing, from the art that I've
Why
seen,
are you
all
telling me
around,
I'm a kiss
it
ass?
is
Oh, it just
no,
started.
it's just absolutely insane to me. There's some of the stuff like the painting at Stogie's house, for example. That painting is so incredible. I wish I had a picture of it right now to like show the audience, but I was like, wow. I'm just blown away by it, basically. I'm a big fan.
No, I
Glad. Yeah, it was a fun piece to make.
art for me was always like I really enjoyed it, like looking at it, and like I would love to be able to do it, but like I just could not draw or paint to save my fucking life. You know what I
Neither
mean?
could I.
And, like I would try to like
Well,
even do some
but the
sort of
thing is
abstract
like-
thing of just like I'm just gonna pour my brain into this and do something abstract. I'm just like I
But
don't know. I can't do it.
you should do it for you, not anybody else, really.
Mhm.
Well, no, that's
It's
what
only
it was.
art if you enjoy it. Really.
No, that's what I mean. Like I enjoyed it. And enjoyed like looking at it and like it made me feel good, but like I just couldn't
What's
create
the point
it.
of it?
Did
You
it
know what I mean?
caress you?
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, moving on. But Catherine
Oh,
says
and,
I have a
like-
picture of her painting. Cat or
Katrina?
Katrina? Yeah, Katrina. I can't.
Are you dyslexic?
No, I need glasses.
Oh, I just did a painting.
I have
for
a picture of her
Katrina.
painting.
Oh,
Tell them
nice.
about it, Jen. Yeah, tell us about it.
Oh,
And Macy also says you're amazing at it.
So I did this painting for Katrina. We just went through this like leadership class, and let me find a picture of it.
She does everything: traffic design, painting, bestie therapy. Haha. That's what Macy says. A jack of all trades.
Yeah, literally.
Trader Jack.
I mean, she did create Creative Sanctuary. So,
Yes, sir. We're definitely gonna talk about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that.
Do you have the
Oh my goodness, that's like my.
Huh?
link?
It won't let me post it because it's too big.
Okay, this is.
Oh, wow. That is. Oh, my. That is insane.
This was. She said it.
You did that?
Yeah.
See if we
There's
can,
so many layers to it.
Me.
See if we can show it in there. I do. Ooh.
I
Modern,
can send you the picture.
modern day Picasso.
Sheesh.
Yeah, sure.
No,
This is the best thing that we
no
can do.
way.
for that.
You're gaslighting me.
Now that's like a physical
You're
painting. That's
lying.
not like a
Graphic.
procreate.
Haha.
Like that. What she had a
Long live
canvas that she
CS.
wanted me to repurpose,
God.
and it was like a nice big one.
No,
so
I
it's
super
fun.
love like the repurpose art, like where people, because like I watched
Mhm.
this. Dex might love this one. I saw somebody they took like a farm painting and repurposed it to look like Call of Duty Zombies, because like
Yes.
there's like a map where it's on a farm and everything. They put like the transit bus in the back.
This is
and
this
it's
is
super sick.
this is fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Like I love this.
Yeah, that was. It was.
Yeah,
so
Macy, when
fun.
you
Now you
said
know why I'm a
traffic
fan.
design, I was
Oh
like,
my God, that's
probably
so
graphic, but
cool.
traffic sounds better.
You also did a couple designs for my mother's grooming shop as well. She has like a gigantic cooler, and I'm pretty sure didn't you paint that? I cannot remember. I feel like you did though.
I don't think so.
Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
There's a
not
shit
used to
ton
it.
of hidden messages that are so meaningful.
That's why I
and
spent so
heartfelt.
much
Jen paints
time-
with her soul.
I spent so much time looking at it because it looks like there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's
like
so many
hidden in
layers
it.
to it.
There-
It's so neat.
It's really really cool. I love the diver. I love the diver so much.
No, I love art because of that. You know what I mean? That's why I wish I could do it.
it's a
And,
peek behind the curtain, man.
Yeah, that's like the number one thing that I hate though in modern art, where people literally will put like one line and be like, "This represents."
This-
blah, blah,
dude,
blah."
this-
Okay.
And,
Okay.
like
to
a
be
flower
fair,
in a toaster.
Yeah,
like I get that, and like when I first was like perfecting and like getting into like traditional artwork, I also hated it. What you have to like, it's you think about like when you go outside. Have you ever like, for instance, me, look up at the power lines and just like, huh? I really like how those lines are against the sky. Like,
See,
it's a freaking power line.
I always
It's not
think-
even. But to
Oh,
me,
you're
it's
lying.
like creating a moment of
I-
like.
my first
that's
my
the
first
moment.
instinct with a power line is like, I wonder how many birds died on that thing.
Exactly, but it's so
and so,
subjective.
and so
'cause,
there,
like,
that's where you draw the painting of dead birds on a power line. That's better than just drawing a line. Because like I've literally seen that where people will like just like take paint and just draw a single line, and they're like, this represents this is art. It's a fucking fart, dude. Is what it is.
no, man, like I feel like the farther you get down the rabbit hole of art, the more simplistic it gets. Like the older I get, the more I really love little kids' artwork. It's the most
Yeah.
free, like
No,
uninhibited.
little
creative.
kid art is
sometimes
creepy.
it's fucking terrifying.
because they just paint what they see and shit. You know
Well,
what I mean?
and they just create from such a free space.
Yeah.
Like some of the most beautiful technical art is so filled with stress and perfection that you're just like,
And it's censored.
yeah.
Yeah,
They censor themselves doing it.
Yeah.
But,
Coming from, like,
when
a-
kids, the freeing part of kids is like it's uncensored. It's just whatever the hell they want it to be.
No, and
Exactly.
it's coming
That is
from
awesome.
like a more of a pure thing. 'Cause, you know,
Primal.
the kid hasn't gone through life and had to deal with all the bullshit that life, you know, entails and comes with it.
Yeah.
So those dreams, like, so art, music, all that stuff. So, yes, it's when did that change, or like, did it change, or did you ever meet it, you know, kind of thing? Did you end up since we're older now? Oh no, I didn't even talk about mine, did I?
No.
I kind of left myself
I
out.
don't remember asking.
But no, in like middle school for me, it was both. It started with football. I wanted to play football like professionally. Like I wanted to go to college for it and all that because I was very passionate about football. Played football a lot. You know, played it through school and shit. Was very very good at football. But then I found skateboarding, and that's when I was like, all right, fuck football. I'm gonna go.
Skateboarding found you.
Yeah, I did. And you know, that's whenever it was like something that I wanted to do. You know, and no nothing against like my father or something like that, but like he really wanted me to play football. I loved playing football too, but I found skateboarding, and that really took a hold of me. I skated like 12, 13 hours a day. The moment I got out of school, I was skating until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? I'd skate to school, all that shit. Like it was my entire life, and I wanted to do that like semi-professionally.
So in middle school, that was it for me. I played a lot of sports in middle school and high school. Like video games was basically all I ever did.
Yeah.
Like I had it in my head that once I finished high school, and this was freshman to like the summer of junior year, I had it in my head that I was going to go to college for like video game design and video game testing and things like that.
Now you can get a scholarship for being esports team.
That's right.
Where was that when I was there? Because I could have been on a Smash Bros team, I feel like. Because in middle school, I was playing a lot of Smash Bros. I was stuck with it.
You need humbled.
Well, I'm just saying I'm the best in this room. I can't help it.
I'm sure this is like a podcast faux pas. I have got to pee so bad.
Go pee.
So can I go pee?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, the bathroom's right there, or there's another one.
Yeah,
on
if you
the
don't, there's one right down by the kitchen.
Macy says skateboarding, and then Katrina says yes for sure. Yeah, no, skateboarding for me, like it was the same thing of like art, like because you can express yourself. Well, at least like how I felt for a little while, and then I won't lie, because being so into brick, Kato is mid.
I told you.
Yeah. It's too bad that I've released way more songs and he just never released his music.
See, he loses the Smash Bros argument. He has to bring up something else every
that's
time.
fine. I mean,
Katrina
that's
says
cute.
my son would challenge you on Smash Bros. Well, bring it.
Bring it.
I
I am not afraid to crush a kid in Smash
yep.
Bros.
I second.
I am.
No,
I'm afraid to fight any kid in Smash Bros. In case I get my ass whooped.
I'm not. I'll be humbled. It's fine.
For skateboarding, for me, it was something like very artistic, because like you can, you know, everybody skated differently. You had your own style when you pop your trick, kind of thing. And I won't lie, like later on that I got into it, it started dying. Like this is a little spoiler warning, but like it kind of died out for me, because I was kind of like, everybody's doing these tricks and shit. And, like there's not much, like it was more about the skater and like the way he landed the trick versus like the tricks that
It was the
people were doing
competition
and shit.
aspect of it.
Yeah. But I still love skating. Still very, you know, love the hell out of it.
My style was falling.
Yeah.
I did a lot of falling.
It's more of a,
Ryan
like,
can attest to that.
Macy says Brick is fire. Katrina says he's 18. Fair game. That is fair game.
That is fair game. He's no
That's
longer
not
a
a
kid.
child.
Yeah, that's a full-grown adult.
But no, I love skateboarding, and eventually it did become something, because like I got my first sponsor when I was 17, I think. I got a clothing sponsor, Critic Clothing. So that's actually what. No, it wasn't Critic Clothing first. It was AOK Skateboards. AOK Skateboards. They flowed me a deck. It was cool because it was just a blank skateboard with like a spinal cord and like a skull on it, kind of thing. It was pretty sick. And then I eventually got a clothing sponsor called Critic Clothing. That's where my name comes from. Critic6197 on Twitch. So shameless plug there.
I want you to know that
But,
you are scum of the earth.
You gotta do
Literal,
it.
a
Stop.
skid mark
At
on the
least-
underwear of
I
society.
haven't even,
least
I haven't
it's-
even plugged my music.
You said in the beginning you didn't want to plug your music.
That's because I'm moving on from this dream.
Exactly. I'm not moving on from that dream. So
That's cute. We both came
Dude,
out
we're
with
so
some-
mean.
We're so mean.
We're so mean.
To be fair, though, we're mean to each other.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but the Critic Clothing is how I got like that name and all that shit.
Is this no longer a clothing company?
No, it's still a clothing company. I just don't skate for them or do anything for it anymore, obviously. But they're still a clothing company.
Right on.
Still, they're actually pretty big. They're out of New York. They've gotten
York.
pretty big actually. Like they've actually got like a couple football players wearing their shit.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
Are they New York Giants players?
I mean, probably.
I thought you transformed into a cat.
Katrina says that
Right?
she wants to hear about your music. So,
Oh, my music?
So yeah. So I mean, if you want to talk about
Well,
that,
if you don't mind, I'll tell you. It's incredibly mid.
like Brick said.
Yep, like Brick said. No,
I like his music.
Okay,
a
but
lot.
no, we'll turn it into a slight interview, obviously, kind of question. So like, why did music become your dream at that point?
I don't know. I remember being a kid, and my mom would, and both my mom and dad would play specific music, but for some odd reason, it just resonated with me more. I think it's because I have ADHD and that I struggle saying my feelings because I just don't know what to say half the time. So writing it down and then being able to express it into music was a huge, huge thing for me. So a lot of the times my songs were things that I just couldn't get out. And that's where it
Brick
kind of
says
came
that
from.
he was referring to your Smash Bros. Skills.
Oh no, they are incredibly mid. I'm trying to go into the pro league though. That's another dream.
But
A long way to go.
Still beat
Dude,
you.
you have like the cleanest guy's bathroom I've ever seen.
He's a very clean freak.
thank you.
It's
I'm so
Scary.
impressed.
scary.
I'm
Or
not.
maybe I should be afraid. Like,
I'm not a dirty man. I do not like being dirty.
I'd be shaking in my boots.
No, I do not like being dirty. I hate being dirty. It's dirty.
It's
Yeah.
dirty. Yeah. But as for my music, there was a big transition from it. So I started doing rapping. I was actually in a 5-man rap group.
That was a fucking
It was
time.
all white
Yeah,
guys.
that
It
was
was
a time.
awful.
Yeah, you should
It
have been
was-
there for
that's,
that.
I love that.
It was awful.
5 white guys in Indiana. rapping.
5 white
Like,
guys, Indiana rapping in the back of a shed.
I would watch
On
that as a
SoundCloud.
TV
Sounds-
show.
SoundCloud.
Sounds
On SoundCloud.
That's where I started. So I started from the Grum. And
It was
then
a fucking time.
It's like an Indiana Jersey Shore or
Because
something.
like I was there for all of it. I was there for the curation of that garage. And everything that
Indiana
happened.
Shore. We got Coors Light. We got Coors Light white rappers.
And we got corn, dude.
Coors Light, corn, and white rappers.
It was something else. But then eventually, after like failing at rap dramatically, I found my relove for pop punk music. And going into pop punk, that's where I really honed in on like, oh, I'm actually good at this. I remember doing my first song called Lose Control. That's out now on Spotify. Look up Codename Kato. Yeah, I'm doing it.
I don't give a fuck.
But anyways, it was called Lose Control, and that's where I was like, okay, I'm writing a whole pop punk album. And I had a good friend, Stogie, who was like, let's do it. So we sat down, and I spent a whole year on a 12-song pop punk
You
album.
know, when it came to you and your like your guys' SoundCloud shit, like obviously,
Awful.
like I mean, I'm not.
No,
gonna lie, it was
I
awful.
will here to say
It
it.
was
Do not
awful.
look it up. Do not try to find it. It's nowhere to be found. I promise you, it's bad.
But like I supported you guys like full heartedly through.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, I'll give you your input.
Normalize
And-
telling your friends that they suck at something.
Oh no, you can ask Brandon. I told him. I was like, yeah, this
He's
kind
not
of
good,
sucks.
Good
The look-
man.
the
like-
look on his face, he's like, I'll support you. That's what he said. All the
And
time.
that's what you needed.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, man. Good for you.
And then whenever you
I want you to. I want to let you know this sucks, but like,
I want to listen to it.
no.
I will play one if you guys really want to. I will send one. I don't mind it.
Please.
we'll wait a little bit because I
Dude,
want to try to keep on
I'm
track a
gonna pee my
little
pants
bit.
with cringe. I don't think.
Dude, you will, and it will be
Embrace
hilarious.
your cringe.
I will send it. I'll send it to
But-
the email.
Okay.
Oh no.
But
Send it to me too.
no, whenever you started to do your switch into like pop punk, that's when I was like,
That's
okay.
where it was like, okay, he's
because
good.
like not only because like I
Indiana
personally
freaking loves pop punk.
it's
We
that
do.
Midwestern emo
It's
kid.
Midwestern emo kids. We
Oh
just
my
can't help
god.
it. Country and pop punk is our stuff.
No,
Metal
like
in
all
general.
of my friends played
I
that,
can
and
make it on my
I
own.
would just be supportive.
But
My love is in Ohio.
but I did enjoy that, and like it was a much better fit for you. Like if we're like completely biased out of it, like it was pop punk's a better fit for you than
100 for
you
just
know,
my vocals in general.
bullshit SoundCloud rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I still like to bust a rhyme every now and then just for
Good.
fun. And when someone
like
puts on a beat, I'll freestyle with them if they're a
Yes.
rapper. I'll do that. It's always
I
fun.
support
I like freestyling.
Green eggs and ham is my favorite rap.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a big Dr. Seuss guy. Kept it simple, but he was right. Red fish, blue fish, two fish, one fish.
Hey, you said it wrong.
I don't care. That's the point.
It's one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
One fish, green fish, 18 people. Continue.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So
I don't know which one to send.
so you wanted to do like sports
No.
at that point?
In high school.
Yeah.
No.
So we're talking about high school. We're
Yeah.
talking about the high school.
In high school, I moved on from sports.
Okay, so what did you want to do in
Okay.
high school?
Like I tried out for sports. I don't remember what year I did. I ended up just wanting to lift weights. That's all I really wanted to do. I didn't actually want to play. I just wanted to lift weights. So I did. And
want to get strong.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got swole, baby. You know? I took a few trips to the Iron Cathedral.
Did you do the forbidden juice?
No. I was
I was
16.
just asking.
No, I didn't take any steroids.
I knew a guy in high school who did it.
Yeah.
This flabby ass is all natty.
The wild
Oh,
streets
natty
of
assy.
I got natty
Alexandria.
assy. No, I moved on from sports. I just wanted to lift weights, which I took a weightlifting class in high school,
Yeah, we had one. Yeah.
and just that was it really. I wanted.
Did you want to like compete, or what did you just?
I just wanted to play video games. I just had a passion for playing video games.
Okay, well
I
then
love
what? Why was it video games that you wanted to do? And like, so did you want to like straight up do anything with it, or like do like, competitive
Genuinely,
games,
it was the
or
only
just
thing.
Stream, or
So genuinely, well, this was before streaming was even
big.
popular. This was my high school was like they were just YouTubers playing games. There wasn't. I don't even think Twitch really existed. But I just wanted to play video games. It was my way of escaping my trauma. It was my way of
Yeah, 100%.
getting away. It was the only thing that could keep my attention. I wasn't a great kid in high school. You know, I never really, I didn't do homework. I never really paid attention in class. I didn't really get my stuff together until senior year when I got my, baby mama pregnant in my senior year of high school. And I really got my stuff together. I graduated, but the only thing that really that kept me was video games. It's always been the consistent thing in my life is just video games.
Mm-hmm.
Like even at the time, I was willing to risk it all just to play video games. I was willing to not go to work. I was willing to not work a job at all to play video games. Not even, I mean, I was in a bad time in my life, but I was willing to not even be in a relationship with who I was in a relationship with, or even really take care of my kid at the time, just to play video games.
No, they can have it. I mean, video games can't because
They're
because of that, it's
they're
What
good.
was before video games? Like, is
COD.
video games the new fishing? I mean, is fishing like what do people do? You know what I mean?
the best.
connection.
That is
I
the
kinda
best
like-
thing I have ever heard.
Catching a bass.
Dude, because there's a I think it was YouTube short or TikTok. She was like, this dude said something, and she was like, men used to hunt. She was like, men used to be men.
They used to provide.
Yeah, but genuinely, it's like nowadays, it's just the way I was raised. It was video games.
Went
It
from
was like
went from catching cod to playing cod.
I didn't really have a dad growing up. From the ages of newborn to 10, I had a dad, and then they got divorced. A bunch of stuff happened, and from 10 to 15, I didn't really have a father figure
Yeah.
in those formative years
Yeah.
of a child. So I never really learned how to fish. I never really learned how to do that manly stuff, And then from 15 until 19, I got back in touch with my dad, and I moved in with him, spent my high school years with him, and I was the best man at his wedding. He's still my favorite person. Yeah, I wouldn't be the guy I was today without this guy, and he was always like, the rules in his house were like, be a kid. You know what I mean? That's all he
Yeah.
asked. He's like, clean your room, be a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was never like, don't worry about the bills, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Just worry about being a kid and clean your room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was always that stuff. I never really learned how to do any of that stuff. So video games were just the consistent factor.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's very wholesome.
Sure. Because it kind of sucked. Trauma, man. You know, you trauma is what it is. It
Well,
shapes
like
you.
you talked a little bit about it being almost like an escape, right?
Yeah. A lot of things happen in my younger years with my mom and her inability to do that. And,
Yeah, but I mean, like, not even just you alone, like, video games widespread. Like,
yeah.
I'm
It-
so curious as to, like,
So it's one of those. I don't really know why it's so grabby, you know. But it's like reading a book. You know what I mean? A lot of people find
Right.
enjoyment and escaping in their own mindscape
Yeah.
and their headcanon. That video games are just a visual
it's like a
adaptation.
virtual book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people do the same thing with
Yeah,
movies.
because I just grew up, like, I didn't have any screens. We didn't have TV, nothing. So, like, I'm always curious as to, like,
Yeah.
what's that magnetic quality about
it's the visual capturing of, instead of reading a book or instead of watching movies, you could physically play this person that is
Yeah.
in an entire different world, a make believe
Mm-hmm.
thing, and I mean, even nowadays you could play Sims, It's
Yeah.
just Sims is just you're playing another human person living their life. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
it's a way to
Legitimately escape that
legitimately
life. Yeah.
not be yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's to try to live someone else's life.
That sounds so depressing when you say it out loud.
I mean,
But
because
but it is.
because it systemically is
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, video games have proven to be one of the number one reasons people develop depression is because you don't get to live these high fantasy things or be the super soldier or live that life you made your sim character live. You know what I mean? You have eventually you have to re-enter reality
Yeah.
and live the life that you have. You
Eventually,
have to
that
live.
story ends.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
It's just like everything like good in life is finding that like moderation.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
not
realistically,
putting-
that's where, for me, I had to separate the life I wanted to live in these video games versus the life that I should be living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
And
this is the life that somebody has created for you to play, but the life that you live outside of these controllers or this mouse and
like-
keyboard is the life that's more important.
a lot of people, because like I'm somebody that plays like a VR games, so there's like a game called VR Chat, which is literally like
There's a dangerous. Those are dangerous.
virtual chat rooms in the sense of like you can take over, you can be a avatar. So rather you can just play as like a minion or something funny or Kermit the Frog, some stupid shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But also a lot of people will make like OCs, like original characters, and
and literally
pretend
be those
to
people.
Yeah.
be, you know,
They will
pretend
get
to be
there.
this person.
There are people, and I'm not going to call them sick or anything like that. Live your life, but there are people who find not living their life and living this virtual life much more meaningful in every aspect.
Yeah.
Like they just get much more enjoyment out of living a virtual life than they do living their actual life.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
It's fun.
the world sucks.
The world
No,
does suck, but
It does.
video games are fun. But I think disassociating yourself from reality is a dangerous thing to do.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, because you have to have something that grounds you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get you away from escaping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there's got to be something you enjoy outside of just always wanting to escape. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if you're just spending your entire
Like,
life,
even stepping away from, like, the moral right or wrong of any of it.
right?
Just
Yeah.
for health reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
To be on
Yeah.
a screen.
Yeah. Social interaction is such an extinct concept. It's
Ridiculous.
That's a big thing of like
scary.
what I like about like when we're
what we're doing.
what we're doing right
Yeah.
now is like
Oh, it's so
actually
nice.
Just talking.
doing this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have cameras in front of us. Yeah, we have microphones in front of us, but we're also in a room of people that can talk to
Yeah.
each other.
We're not looking at our phones, scrolling.
I can see your face and I can feel your awful breath hitting me. It's
Talking about
Is
you.
it bad?
no, I'm just,
I thought I just chewed gum and everything. I was like, I know I've been eating some popcorn.
no, but it's one of
still.
those things. Like I really I have a phone because it's kind of required nowadays.
Yeah.
I
Communication's
I mean,
important.
I'm diabetic, and I have my diabetic number right there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's kind of necessary sometimes to have a phone, but I still prefer. I'll call people.
Yeah.
I prefer to
Yeah,
hear
I
your
prefer to
voice.
call.
I prefer to hear your voice, your inflections, your intention behind your words, and all of this other stuff, other than texting people. So
Yeah.
I think texting is the worst.
Yeah.
thing.
So because they can just ignore
I
it.
hate it so
Well,
much.
and like being in person, there's like a literal energetic transfer.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
because
mean?
the
feed off
body,
each other's
your
energy.
brain craves social interaction.
Yes.
Now I understand
Humans
it's
are
very
social
hard.
creatures.
It's very hard for a lot of people to get over the anxieties of being in social situations and social pressures and things like that to be normal or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still there's a group of people for everyone.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's finding those finding those like-minded individuals that are willing to deal with your paranormal things. You know what I mean? Not everybody.
You're normal to somebody.
You're
Yeah.
normal to somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because like that's a big thing.
It's like,
'cause, like
you could be weird, but that person could be just as weird as you.
Mhm.
You know what
like
I mean?
I think like we're like I would say specifically between his wife and him and myself, we all kind of struggle with like social anxiety or anxiety.
I
Yeah.
literally fought myself
So-
to come here today.
like
I have clinical depression.
Okay.
If I have to convince myself to do stuff and physically make myself go do stuff, or I will convince myself that I should be home and not do anything.
Okay.
And this is not something that I struggle with all the time, but like I have bad days, Today happened to be one of those days. I woke up, I wasn't in a great mood. My wife has been asking me all day today, "What's wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" "Babe, I'm fine. Thank you. I love you, but I'm fine." I just had I know, but it's wishful thinking. Sometimes maybe one of these days she'll realize she loves me too.
I'm about to call her and be like, "Why the fuck are you watching?"
No, but I have bad days, and I had to convince myself that I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not ever like a hard fight anymore because I am medicated. But some days it's just like I could just call the guys and be like, "Hey, I could make some bullshit up," and and they would be okay with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing is that
I think that's
is
like-
Do
that
you
the
feel
thing?
like
fine.
since you
Just tell us the truth.
came here though, like do you feel like your days shifted? Like
No.
No?
That's the
It's
thing
still
is like
a shitty
because
day?
once I get here, I know me. I will be okay. I know that I come out. I'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And I will make people laugh. I'll make you guys laugh. I'll listen actively. And
But like
I
you're
will
not
be-
having a good time?
No, I'm having a perfectly good time.
Okay.
It's
That's
just
what I
it's the
mean.
fear of not having one. It's for me. Am I gonna waste my time doing this?
It's like it's a lot of
because this is a conversation we had before screen time. Little peek behind the curtain. The time thing we were talking
Yeah.
about. I hate wasting my time.
Okay.
And I hate wasting other people's time more.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, is if I were to show up doing this thing, or if I were to go to a family event, would I have a good time? Would I be worth having there for them? Would they have a good time if I was there, or would it be a better time if I wasn't? These are the thoughts that go through my head when I am invited to go to any social interaction at all.
Right.
Is I have no problem being social with anyone. I have problems convincing myself I want to do social stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's like what you're talking about, like, how you said there's people that you're normal to them, or like certain friend groups and shit like that. Because like him himself, his wife, and I, we all kind of suffer the same thing, but we all have we all handle it differently. Like I'm very much like I'm gonna be sad and depressed, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
muddle through.
like we all kind of like add in a little bit of the piece that we're missing. You know what I mean? Because like like they kind of struggle with like doing it while I'm I'll sit here and I'll be fucking miserable all day, but do everything that I have to do, and I'll like a thing I told them that I do. They tell me I'm fucking crazy. I took a trip to Tennessee. He told me I was fucking
Said
insane.
this on the podcast too.
I'll comment on this in a second.
Okay.
I took a trip to Tennessee and I put my AirPod Pros in. So like those have like active noise cancellation, so it cuts out all sound.
Okay.
So I turned off all sounds. I couldn't hear the car, couldn't hear my road, couldn't hear nothing. I didn't play music. I didn't play a podcast. I purely took a 6-hour drive?
It's about
From
a
here to
6.5 to
Tennessee?
7.
Yeah, from here to Tennessee
Through mountains.
with purely nothing but my own thoughts, and just hammered through it. I let all the intrusive thoughts come in. I let all the fucking dark thoughts come in, and I just handled it and pushed through it. And he called me fucking crazy for doing it. I remember when we talked about it.
So let me comment on this real quick. my thoughts, my anxieties prevent me from wanting to do that. And it's like, because my mind immediately goes to the worst thing for me is dying. Now I know this is not something a lot of people want to talk about. I'm not going to stay here very long, but when I get into a quiet situation and nothing's going on, it's just the stillness of living. My mind is like, you could die right now.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. So him doing that is literally my worst nightmare. Hate
I'm
it.
somebody, so I do suffer from some anxiety, and a lot of it I think is trips just from trauma, and how, you know what I mean. But I'm also somebody, I fucking hate it. I hate that I have it. I hate having any sort of anxiety. I will not take any medication for it unless if I absolutely have to. Because the thing, I'm very, I guess you could say stoic. I don't know if that is like a stoic.
I would say well-adjusted.
But like,
It's a disciplined.
disciplined.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
I was very blessed to be mentally disciplined. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'll do so, but I think a lot of my anxiety comes from like a PTSD kind of thing. Like I had anxiety attacks, or like I said, or trauma related. Because like both my best, I think I talked to you about this when we first met. You know, both my best friends are dead.
Right.
You know, they're gone. Those two, like these guys are like my best friends, and you
Or
know, very
replacements.
very close.
Yeah, we were
That's
second
fucked.
runners. We were
That's
bench
fucked.
warmers.
Yeah, we were just
We were
bench
bench
warmers.
warmers.
That's
you know what I
fucked.
mean?
He just
But-
put us in the game.
But we were
had
ready.
to. Yeah,
We were ready.
stepped up.
Look at
We
us
stepped-
now.
Yeah, we're here.
But
All stars.
Now,
those two guys knew me growing up. You know what I mean? Like Brandon and I went to school together.
We knew of
but
each other.
I was very very close. Went through a lot of shit. Like I got the shit. I'll openly talk about it. I got the shit beat out of me. Like my first like real relationship. I think I talked about that a little bit. And you know, Dylan and Travis were both there for all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So losing both of them, especially Dylan, because he was the closest, really just took me. You know what I mean? Completely took me.
Yeah.
To the point where like the second
not
year
a
of
sponsor.
his passing, it was just nothing but anxiety and anxiety. Like I couldn't go anywhere. I would do exactly what James said that would do. I would make up all sorts of bullshit
Yeah,
excuses
it
to not come.
was a
anywhere.
really rough time for a lot of us.
Yeah, that was a dark time for a
It
whole
really-
friend group.
It really
Yeah.
sucked.
And two, because I mean, like, you know, his wife and I are very close, and you know, he even talked about it before. Like, she misses me a lot, not coming there. Like, I would make up excuses to not go hang out with them, to hang out with him, everybody. I
But
would
to
just
be fair,
completely
a
stick
part
to
of that
myself.
is we understood. You know,
Yeah.
and
nobody bothered me about it. Everybody understood. Everybody's super
because
good
we
and
understood.
patient.
I mean,
But-
we weren't going through it as much as you were.
Yeah.
You know, because for you
And like, I don't want
you
a
and
pity
Dylan-
party of it. Or anything,
You and
but-
Dylan,
No.
you and Dylan were best friends, right?
Yeah.
But it did affect everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
and
100%.
what we wanted you to know is that everyone was there for you. You
Yeah.
know, that's all we really wanted you to know. And if you wanted your own space, you wanted your own space. So that's why we never really pestered you about it. You know.
Yeah.
I dropped my damn cap and I can't find it. Damn it, Jenny.
No, I just think it's really valuable to talk about that because I think
We're men.
like anxiety is this, in my experience, like fear of this unknown quality of like what's going on here. So when
Yeah.
you hear other people talking about something that they've experienced, it's like, oh wait, this is a shared experience. Like,
yeah.
Makes you feel a
No,
little
and
better.
that's a big thing of like what I try to do, like through not so much through the podcast, but
Right.
more through on my
We like to try to keep it lighthearted.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
sorry, man.
I'm on the brink of tears.
No, I put it out there that this is going to be a deep episode, so we're
Yeah.
we're gonna get
We're
into
good.
it, and then we'll kind of go back to the dream section and whatnot because they do just like kind of all tie in together.
Yeah.
We have to get through the nightmares to get back to the good stuff.
Yeah,
True that.
there are nightmares.
Yep.
Well, there's dreams. There's also nightmares. I try to do it through my Twitch channel and everything. I try to push, you know, talking about this stuff. You know what I mean? Because like it is very traumatic, and you know, people have their own ways of dealing with it. You know, and you know, I know that not everybody can do what I do because you know I'm very strong-willed and shit. Like what I was talking about, like I have a lot of anxiety when I go to the mall. You know what I mean? Not because I have like social anxiety. I can talk to anybody about
Yeah.
anything. Put me in a random group of people.
Yeah.
I'll fucking be friends with all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As long as that group doesn't exceed the number of 10.
But what? Yeah, because at that point I'm just like, fuck all, yeah, it's too much.
By
Yeah.
that time, he'll be in that closet hoping that his mom come pick him up.
No.
She almost here?
But no, I can talk to anybody in any group. Put me in a mall, I can talk to every single person in that mall and have a good time, relate with every single person. But I have like a PTSD anxiety of being there because I've had so many breakdowns from, you know, Dylan's passing, just, you know, generalized anxiety. But what I do now to get over it, I will literally, what I used to do, I went to the mall.
Fucking.
Yeah, he told me I was fucking stupid for this too.
This is so
I would-
goofy.
He's
This
just
one's
a,
goofy.
He's just a masochist.
No, I am 100% a masochist. I would
just
go to
a
the mall
masochist.
and I would walk from one end to the other and just keep walking until I freak the fuck out. Like I just keep going and going, and then once I start freaking out, I'll keep going until I just can't go anymore, and then I'll walk back outside.
See, I'm more
Like-
in your boat. Like it's
You
about
guys- you
facing
guys
your
are
fear.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Because if you
It's-
run away from it, it just gets bigger.
And
It was
that is so true. That's very true.
is so true.
But the problem is I can't face death.
No, okay, so
I have literally.
but you can face the acceptance of it.
But yes, I can, but I can't do that without therapy, and I'm not.
So-
I couldn't be fucked to go
I
to a
think you can do
therapist.
therapy.
no. I'll say a couple things that I do want to, because I don't want to get too dark.
Yeah.
Since we're starting to talk about
Yeah.
death and shit like
Yeah.
that. No, I fully feel you because like my shit side of OCD is that I compulsively think about death. And,
Yeah.
You know, but Dylan and Travis's passing kind of sit me down a different path of thinking. You know what I mean? And had some things happen during Dylan's passing that just put me, you know, to think a whole different way. You know what I mean? I get it. It's very hard. And I think about it. I thought I was in the shower the other day thinking about it.
Hell yeah,
I
good
literally-
for you, dude.
I literally threw my fucking shampoo at the wall because I got so frustrated with like the idea of death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's ultimately what it is. Is
But that's where it comes
for me,
into.
it's how frustrating it is. You know, it's like it just seems like how modern medicine is. It's just like, I mean, because if you take my situation, I have a clotting disorder. My blood gets way too thick way too quickly, so I have to take.
Katrina said something pretty good.
Okay, let's hear that.
She said, "What you resist persists."
Amen, sister.
It's a
Amen,
good one.
sister. But I have a clotting disorder, and I have to take blood thinners for it. I'm also, type 2 diabetic. And literally, if you think about 50 years ago, I'd have been dead.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'd have been dead because modern medicine has gotten so much better since then. 50 years ago, I'd have been dead. I'm only 30, And 50 years ago, I'd be lying dead somewhere because of all of the health conditions that I have.
No, and like
That's ultimately what gets me, is I'm only alive because of the time I was born.
Yeah.
If I was born any number of years before then, I could be dead. I mean, genuinely.
and that's the kind of thing of like where you think too much about the past, you drive yourself fucking crazy to the coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's the thing that I did with like Dylan. If I would have stayed at home that day, Dylan could have maybe still been alive. You know what I mean? Because he wouldn't have went on that walk, whatever. But the thing is, I'm also just prolonging the inevitable. You know what I mean? That could have happened regardless. You know what I mean? Hell, I could have taken him there, and by the time I dropped him off, it would still happen. Or hell, we could have both gotten in the car wreck and we're both fucking dead. You know what I mean? All that could have happened. So you think about the past.
Yeah,
you drive yourself
you can
fucking
rack
crazy.
yourself crazy with the what
That's what
ifs
happened with me.
maybes.
You think
because
you think
Dylan texted me that night.
Yeah.
He texted me that night asking if I could take him to get cigarettes,
Yeah.
and I was asleep because I had to work in the morning.
Yeah, it's the same thing with his mom. You think too much about the future, you're just driving yourself in crazy because of what could happen? What if this happens? Like what if? You know what I mean? Like what if this happens? What are you gonna do? You can't tell what you're gonna do because you're too busy freaking the fuck out.
Mine was the
and worrying
past.
about
Is,
it.
It's not the future.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
Is anybody fans of 90s alt rock music here?
Yeah.
My wife just sent me a little thing. It says, "No one hates my love of 90s alt rock music more than my daughter, Glycerine. She should meet my black hole son. Don't call her daughter."
Black holes.
It's my wife. My
Chris-
wife sends me this.
Crispy Tune Record says, "Yo, we love some Jen, Kato, Brick, and Creative Sanctuary. Shout out to y'all too.
Appreciate yous.
Thank you for that." But yeah, that's how I feel about it. You just can't. You got to stay right there in the middle. You know what I mean? Because I guess what's going on right now, like I said, you start thinking about the future and like those what ifs like that.
Yeah.
You can't figure it out. You know what I mean? And it's also depending on how you feel about it, how you see it. I say this as a general term, not what people are going to think I'm saying. You put your faith into something. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm using it as a general term. It keeps you a little bit more on that track and shit like that.
Believing
you know
in
what
something in general helps you.
and just
Well,
kind of going down that rabbit
And
hole.
what you focus on expands.
Yeah.
So I think your perspective and how you view life, like you can either like have the glass half full or
Yeah.
half empty. And I just choose I would rather live in a half full world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
I'm just gonna try and view life in an empowering way. I just think it's gonna get me a more productive, enjoyable life.
100%. Like
So-
for me, it's just like staying as like because like do I have like the same with you? Do I have bad days? Fuck yeah, I do.
Mhm.
Like, there's
Same.
days where like I do not want to talk to nobody. I would rather just sit the fuck
Yeah.
down,
Anybody?
tell everybody to
Learn
shut
to
up.
rest,
and-
not quit. That's like one of my big ones.
But like I 100% force myself to do it. If I start feeling that way, I literally will go for a walk. I'll go to the mall. I'll go do something because like I don't want to be that way. And I guess my
Yeah.
thing, like I hate
So
it. So
I've really tried to take away the word no from myself. You
Mhm.
know, except my kids. Lord knows I gotta tell them. No. But when it comes to myself as an individual, I really try to take the word no away from it. So if my wife asks me if we should go do something, I'm like, yeah, let's go do something.
Yeah.
You know, because
even if you don't want to do it.
yeah, even if I don't want to do it,
Well, 'cause,
I
like,
just need to say yes because I know I always end up having a good time doing it. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? It's just
No.
like because, like I said earlier, it's just the what if I don't have a good time? I hate
Yeah.
wasting my
It's like
time.
it's like what if
like so much.
no somebody
like that question, I almost like, what is that? When does that ever do anything good for you?
If I stay home instead of going out and doing
Like,
something,
but it's like, how would you ever know?
yeah that's
Right.
the big thing
The
you
what
want
You know
if.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So like,
that's
it's
the what
almost
if.
like a
But that's
question
what it
that
is.
like,
It's like
when
if I stay home, I know I'll have a good time because I have my video games,
Comfort.
and I can
See,
I can
getting out
spend
of your
time with my
comfort zone.
kids.
and this is
I can spend time with my kids. I
Yeah.
can do whatever. If I go out, I'm risking not having
Yeah.
a good time. I'm
Yeah.
risking wasting my time. And this is a problem I don't know that a lot of people have. I do feel like
No,
people
I have
do
the
have
same
this problem
problem.
is because like
Yes.
because time is what it is. You have a certain amount of time.
no and that's where you do
And I
those
hate wasting mine.
no I'm the same way. Like I said, I talked to a mutual friend of ours about this specifically, and like so like the friend group, they would like to go out and go to the bars and shit. I don't like doing that.
That's a waste of time for me.
I did it a couple times to see if I like it, and I found out I didn't like it, and then so now I don't do
Yeah,
it.
see,
Anytime they
I
want to
would-
go to the bar, like I'll do it sometimes.
But
You know what I
even
mean? If
for
I haven't
me-
done it in a
even
while.
for me, it's like if I waste my time doing that, I'm pissed.
Well, the thing is,
Like it
but-
gets me
but see-
riled up if I know I have successfully wasted my time.
loud.
It was.
I thought I broke
apologize for
something when
that.
I like leaned
No,
back.
if I know that I have successfully wasted my time, I am immediately in a horrible mood. I hate it so much.
so-
what defines wasting?
That's what I was
It's
just about to get
because-
into.
and this is like a self-centered type of thing. Is like if I don't think that I have had a good enough time for myself, you know what I mean? Or it's like if I
But
have
what if you're
made
making
someone
a
else,
better time for those people?
and this
because
is
you
what
hate
I'm
it?
saying is if I know somebody else has had a good time because I was there, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? But I feel like if it's just a waste of time, it's like a wash right across the board. No one had a good time. Blah 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 blah. This is what I think of, right? If if I accept going somewhere, right, and I don't think anyone's gonna have a good time, I'm gonna get in my head about it, and I am like, no one's gonna have a good time. It wouldn't matter if I'm there or not. Blah 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 blah. Then if I do convince myself to go, and then no one has a good time, that sucks for me. Like,
Yeah.
that is the worst possible.
I'm just
thing.
wondering
it's-
if there's a way to like, basically, I cannot waste my time.
That's,
Yeah.
so
My
that's what,
time
that's-
cannot be wasted.
that's what
That's
I
why I'm
was trying
saying
to
it's
say.
super self-centered.
That's what
No, I don't think it's.
I think it's. I
It's
think
because
it's-
because I'm valuing my time before other people's time is what I'm saying. Is like I make the decision before I even like I'll go do this with you. I'm thinking about if it's worth my time to do this, and then if I convince myself to do it, I start thinking is it worth their time for me to go? You know what I mean? So it's always me first, and I'll be the first to tell you it's narcissistic, but it's always me first. I don't want to waste my time, nor do I want to waste other people's, but my time to me is a little more valuable.
Well, see, so it's a thought process that will change all of that. Because here, whenever you
bury thing like once you burn everything down to its fucking core, and if you want to be, I forget the word for this type of person is, it's all a waste of time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, genuinely. And
We all have
I
the
fully
same.
understand that. Video games is a waste of time. Playing board games is a waste of time. I fully get that.
But the way that you have to look at it, because I mean, so it's looking at it like this podcast. Like, we don't know if this podcast is going to pop off and go the way that it's going.
Right.
Luckily, and thank fucking God that it's going great and it's going well. And we have the people that we have doing it.
it's no thanks to us, though.
No, not at all.
So you guys.
But the thing is, this could ultimately be a waste of time. It's the way that you look at it. Because the thing is, whenever I go out to the bar with them, would I much, much, much rather sit at home and play a game or do anything else but go out to the bar?
But
Yes.
let me.
But the thing is, I'm with people I care about. So, and internally, it's not a waste of time.
That's what it is,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Is because I'm getting quality time with my friends. It's not a waste of
like,
time for
it's
me.
not something I wanna
that's
do.
what I'm saying. Is if this podcast flops, okay, which
It's not going.
It's not going to. No, we're manifesting that.
Listen, I understand the concept of wasted times, and everybody's definition of a waste of time are two different things, right? What I'm getting out of this is valuable time with my friends.
Yeah.
Right? Conversations
all
that
the way
I'm gonna
you
be
look at
real
it.
with you, conversations that we might not even have because of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So like this isn't I deemed a waste of time for me. And if I thought it was a waste of time for me, I would have never accepted to even join this podcast with you guys.
Did Dom send you the same?
Say a video right now.
Yeah, he just sent me one
sent me
too.
one too.
Yeah, so like I said, I understand the concepts. Like I said, everyone's definition of a waste of time is different. For me, I'm getting something out of this. Again, self-centered, narcissistic.
No, I was just meaning like if you go into life saying I will get something valuable out of every moment of my life, therefore I cannot waste time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
that's
like,
all. That's a better way for how I'm trying to put it. Is I want to gain something from it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to gain an enjoyable experience.
Right.
I want everyone to have a good time.
And so I'm just saying to you, can you be creative to where in whatever setting you're in, you can always take away some value.
Here's
So
the
you
thing:
never
I haven't had a bad time in a social situation in fucking years. Okay, like
Yeah.
I'm saying like 15 years
Yeah.
plus maybe. I haven't really had a bad time in a social situation. There have been misses, obviously, because not every time you go out is going to be awesome. But ultimately, I've never had a horrible time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
Annie. It's all about how you word it. Also, hi.
yeah, it is about how you word it. Also, I'm not an articulate.
Also, Katrina says time is our most valuable asset because
Exactly.
we cannot make more. You get what you get, and that's it. Don't
Time
talk
is the
about
one
it.
thing you cannot buy.
What I'm calling my narcissism, right, is my time is really just fear. You know, is fear of wasting my time, which makes me angry that I would have wasted my time. You know what I mean? Like I said, I haven't had a bad time in a long time. You know what I mean? It's just getting myself to the point of wanting to go out and have a good time.
So this is my thing, and I tell this to everybody anytime because like I don't know how many times like I should. You said motivational speaker. I should 100% fucking be one.
No. You'd send me into an existential crisis, man.
But that goes right
That
into
is not motivational.
no.
That's
That
deprivational.
goes right into what I'm just about to say. The only way to get comfortable is to become uncomfortable. You got to push yourself out of it. And like people like talk shit about people talk shit about those like cliche sayings.
I feel
and
like
stuff
this
like
is
that.
now an episode of trying to fix James, and I
I know it's kind of pretty therapeutic
I
for him.
am uncomfy.
Oh, you're growing. It's
I'm
great.
not gonna lie to you, dude. You can feel my neck right now. I'm fucking sweating.
It's called.
I haven't been put on this tight of a spot in so far. I feel like this light is looking directly at my soul, and it's.
Let me grab this one.
I'm fucking.
Where were you
freaking
the night
out
of the
now,
third?
man?
But no, it's super true. And like people talk shit about those cliche sayings, like getting back on a horse or whatever. Like, but here's the thing: there's a reason, and I tell people this. There's a reason why they're cliche and they're said so much because they're
Is because-
fucking
yeah,
true.
They're true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Cliches are only cliches because they make sense.
and I've said this 1,000 times over too. Like people, that cliche of diamonds aren't made overnight, but also people forget how
This
diamonds are
diamond
made.
was
They're made under
overnight.
pressure.
They're made under a lot of pressure and a lot of fucking heat. You got to feel the heat and you got to feel the pressure for you to get this very, very valuable, beautiful, and wanted thing.
I always
You know
this
what
is a thing I like to say: pressure makes diamonds. You're gonna shine bright like Rihanna, baby.
I
Yes.
I don't like you, man.
Well, like circling this back to dreams, like I heard a quote recently that the opposite of depression is not joy, it's creativity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that's like super interesting.
So to take it back to dreams.
Yes.
Yeah, please get me out of this hell you guys have created. Holy shit. Dude, I'm drenched right now. Like, this is rough.
Oh my gosh.
We'll make sure to get you like a group podcast hug.
You know what? I'd rather not.
How about a towel? You know.
I got Atarax right here.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Crispy Tune Records says, use our time to make love spread to as many people as possible.
Make
while
love,
we're
brother.
here. Even if it means that we need to rearrange our batteries, we are not perfect. We must continue to smile. Yeah, and like another way too of thinking it, like we talked about, like life's a lot like chess. You know what I mean? You got some of
Oh
those
gosh,
pieces.
here it goes with the chess.
This
goes
is
with
just
the
this is just an
freaking
episode.
chess.
This is just an episode of cliche analogies now.
No, it is. You got your
Stop
pawns?
looking
If you
at
ever
me.
want to
This-
just start a
here's the
deep
thing.
podcast, let me know.
I regret sitting here. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. I usually sit there because I don't have to make eye contact with this son of a bitch all night. Because now I feel like he's just talking to me all night, and I hate it.
Because you and I go through a lot. We're similar.
Yes, I understand, but
Why
that doesn't,
are we
that doesn't
friends?
mean I want to talk
That's
to you.
why
about
me
it.
and Dex are friends. Me and Dex go through a lot of similar things.
It was meant to be.
It was. The reaction
No,
is
like
everything.
ask any of my friends that are on the chat. Like, this is where conversations with Jen always end up.
Yeah.
Like, we always go.
I'm gonna
here.
pee my pants.
I got a
Hey,
bottle
I
on me.
almost did. There's a bathroom over there.
And right there.
That's why this is the podcast room, because we have the one bathroom
Yeah.
right there. But no, to go back into dreams and everything, like get back on topic, like we're notorious.
I
at
have a
doing.
dream.
Okay,
I don't even have
okay.
to say it. She knows exactly what I'm gonna say.
Getting the fuck out of it.
Getting the fuck out of this room, man.
No, but
No, I'm
so-
just kidding. I'm not that uncomfortable, but I am sweating a lot.
It's hot now.
I feel fine.
But so it's talk about when a part of our dream first came true. You know what I mean? Because I talked about mine and like skateboarding. So I started skating. I put a lot of time into like getting better, all these hours, busting my ass, literally and figuratively. You know what I mean? And like a big thing whenever I was with me in skateboarding, I had a whole goal. So I grew up, I was the youngest out of the skate group, and everybody used to beat me in a game of skate kind of thing. Like a game of skate, for the people that don't know, is like pig and basketball, but
Okay.
for skateboarding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Somebody would do like a kickflip. You got to do
I
the
used to
kickflip
play that a
if you
lot
miss.
with tech decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suck at tech decks. I can't do them.
It doesn't
But-
translate well.
No, at
You
all.
know, I can't
Um,
ride a skateboard. I used to ride a skateboard a lot when I was a kid.
It's just like Guitar Hero. I can play the hell out of a guitar, but I fucking suck at
And
Guitar
here's the
Hero.
thing. I can play the hell out of a guitar. Guitar.
Same.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Video games, baby. But to actually apply it to any real world situation, not possible.
Because with me and like Guitar Hero, because there is like a rhythm to it, and the rhythm's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I put all this time and effort into it, and I went through and beat everybody that used to beat me in a game of skate and everything. And I got sponsored, got a tech sponsor, then a shoe sponsor. Oh, not a shoe one. I was working on a shoe right before I quit, but a clothing one. All this shit.
What made you quit?
I think just life, and it just kind of wasn't like fulfilling. So actually, no, I know whenever I quit. So funny enough, it ties into all this shit. It was like,
Okay, it's not shit. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
it's 20. I think about 2015. I was living in buttfuck nowhere, Kokomo,
Never heard of it.
and I got like really into like just YouTube, like watching YouTube, and it's around, if anybody remembers all this stuff when like all the PewDiePie stuff was going on, like with him and
Which one?
yeah, no.
Yeah.
The dude's
Um,
been through a lot.
No, it was the whole thing of Fiverr and stuff where he like had people that shit.
I just talked
So
about
I
The
actually
birth of the anti-Semitism stuff.
yeah that shit.
Yeah.
Because I actually made so I wanted to do YouTube then and like edit videos and just create stuff
You know
because
what?
like
Find me on Cameo.
find me on Fiverr. But I
You can
created
catch me on Hinge.
on Hinge, the dating website.
catch him on Grinder.
Dude, this is fun. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but Cece was trying to sign up to Hinge on Savannah's phone. And I was
How the hell
like,
did she get on the Hinge?
I was like, damn, babe, am I fucking up that bad? This is tough. This is what a revelation.
News to me.
It was so funny. She opened her phone today. She was like, Cece's trying to sign up for Hinge, and I was like, tough, man.
Way to tell me. Use our daughter.
What an excuse. Next time, just tell me to get out.
Just tell me to get fucked.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll go stay with Ryan.
But so I what made me quit was that I wanted to do YouTube. I actually did a YouTube channel, and we did a thing. I called it Outlasting Issues, and it was basically like a podcast type setting where we just talked about the PewDiePie shit, and we talked about something else. We only did like 2 episodes of it, but mainly we did a bunch. I'll have to show you guys. I think I maybe show you.
You show me.
know
The stuff with Dylan,
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah.
improv shit, that was stupid as all hell.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It was funny. But I'll get into that in a second, because that's whenever my real dream like really kicked in, kind of thing. But yeah, skateboarding, it was great. I loved doing it. Kept me active, kept me fit. It was fun. It was cool. You know what I mean? It was that cool
Yeah.
thing.
At
But
the time.
it just, but also my body just hurts. You know what I mean? Like getting a little bit older, I got in an accident at FedEx that, Brandon saw me get thrown like a rag doll. That was fun.
You landed in somebody's arms.
Yeah, I got fucking thrown. It was fun. Sucked. My back fucking hurts. But yeah, that was just life, I guess, was what took me away from it. Still love it. Still have a passion for it. Still go out, pop a couple ollies.
No, dude. Hit him with a kickflip, bro.
Hit him with a kickflip, dude.
Did you ever see a pop shove it, bro?
Yeah, but other than that, it's just kind of a fun thing. But yeah, that's whenever it was about 2000. I was like 16, 17 years old. Got my first sponsor and shit. Just loved doing it. But what about you and your art? So when was when did that dream, like you set out a goal to sell this art or to be kind of known as this person? Because that's what I did. I bust my ass at skateboarding. I was known in like the group and stuff like that as the skater kid. You know what I mean? That cool guy. But
I mean, I was kind of the same with art. I was always drawing, and I didn't shy away from opportunities where people like, can you draw this for me or whatever, and I would be like, sure.
it was like the hard thing with skateboarding. Like it's like there's no like commissionable thing. Like, hey, can you do this kickflip for me?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did
I'm
do
gonna have
that.
you draw me a tattoo.
Okay.
I actually
I'm
did
gonna-
do that. I was
I'm gonna
at,
have you draw me so much shit.
Didn't you tattoo somebody? You did a tattoo
Yeah, I
on
used
somebody.
to work at a shop. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Up in Marion, White Horse.
he's from Marion, so
He knows that place.
I used to hang out at that place a lot.
You know Jack?
I do.
That's the who
Back when he was a
helped
local
Dude,
pharmacist.
rad. Let's go.
me. Yeah.
but no, I actually did do
Small
this.
world. That's crazy.
Somebody gave
I've
me
probably seen you there a few times.
I worked there for a year.
When?
It was like right before they closed.
When? What year?
I don't even remember what year it was.
I'm telling you, man. I used to hang out there quite a bit.
Yeah.
but yeah, so when was it that you first commissioned something? Somebody like paid you for it? Like you
I was
find
like
this out
9 years
realize
old
it.
and I got paid to like create a drawing of a sandpiper.
Dude, the young hustler. Let's go.
And like, but no, like that was like the first taste that like, oh, people like will pay you for this stuff.
Mhm.
So I just kept practicing, and then I would get paid to do drawings of people. I did like a lot of people like, oh, I can't draw people. I was like, I'm gonna draw people. Like,
Have you ever done like a comic strip or like a manga type art?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like in high school, I was doodling.
Absolutely. Rad.
Yeah.
And when I was like 19, I got a gig doing like murals in an elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the murals in Marion? Like recently?
Not recently.
There used to be a bar downtown Marion across the courthouse. I don't remember what it was called, but now that they took that bar down and there's just a walkway of murals over there. It's really cool. There's Wonder Woman over there.
That's cool.
There's a girl from I think Marion, Indiana, that is an astronaut, and they have her mural on the side of
That's
on the
neat.
side of the bank down there. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it's
like
actually
I think
the entire square is like covered with murals, and they have these like little pig statues that are like just decorated as
yeah.
different art pieces and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, even Muncie, they have power boxes in Muncie on like squares that have like art all over them and
Yeah.
stuff. Like even the one down next to my sister-in-law's house, it's literally Starry Night, that power box. It's
That's
really
cool.
cool.
That's neat.
It's
That's
really
sick.
cool. But yeah, I because growing up in Marion, there wasn't any of that stuff. You know what I mean? It was kind of just that's the square. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But now it's like worth going down there. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the Pokemon Go scene.
Really?
This is 100% real. Pokemon Go, there would be hundreds of people in Marion lined up in the square playing Pokemon Go, and there was nothing down there until like right before lockdown. They started putting murals up and stuff, and they just started, having
all it
artists.
takes is a couple people.
Yeah, I was gonna say they literally just commission artists to decorate the entire square, and there's all kinds of art down there now. It's really sick.
Just put some sort of little bit of effort into something.
Yeah,
Spit,
exactly.
spit shine it. You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking. Shine
It's really fun. It's really cool to go down
polish a turd. You know what I'm
Polish
saying?
the turd.
there. Well, the thing is, you polish a turd, it's still a turd.
It's a shiny turd.
My shiny turd in me.
Yeah, Marion's still a turd town. but,
Marion is. I mean, it's gotten a lot better since I was in high school, but
That's good.
It's good.
But okay, what about to you, Brandon? Like whenever like that, when it kind of hit you a little bit harder, like okay, like I can now actually do something with this music, and like it's going. You know what I mean? You're getting a couple like 100 views, or you're getting like whatever. People are subbing, whatever.
It was
Following.
when I made the switch from being, because my original artist name was just my last name, just Sloan. And that one had a little bit of success, but it was nothing crazy. It was when I dropped 5 Before Midnight and did the music video for it. And I had literally all of my Anderson friends party at this house that we always partied at. All of us just got piss-faced drunk and did a music video, paid a guy like $350 to do this music video. And we dropped it, and it got, I think, 1,000 views within like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh crap, like this is actually buzzing. And from there, that's when people started booking me for shows, constantly booking me and Brick for shows, and like having us do like duo acts. And then that's when that sparked that, oh, my music's actually good now. Like I can actually go back and listen to my music and thoroughly enjoy it myself. So that's kind of what sparked it for me.
Now, what about you, James, and like your dream? When did that finally like kind of hit you?
19.
When you
I
had
had my
your
first
boy.
kid.
Yeah, that was your dream. So
I've always wanted to be a dad. I spent quite a few years, help raising my brother and sister, and ever since then
You shed a tear.
I enjoy taking care of people. It's kind of my favorite thing.
Sweet.
So yeah, 19. Still doing it to this day, and it's still rad. Although they're older, and they have attitudes,
They do have attitudes.
and they make bad grades.
Mm-hmm.
Turds.
fucking turd.
No, but I've always wanted to be a dad, and once I became a dad, I mean, I'm not.
I think that's really amazing because, like you said, like you know what it's like to not have that presence there.
Yeah.
So like to
And
be that
it was
is-
always my number one goal is to not,
Be absent
right,
in general.
not be always be present for them. Now I'm not perfect, I'm not a
Nobody
perfect.
needs
I was gonna say
perfect.
I'm not a perfect dad.
Yeah,
I
nobody needs that.
have messed up quite a few times, and I still ask for forgiveness for that all the time. But I think it's what I do now that matters more.
Yeah.
Now that I have all three of them full time. I think it matters a lot more what the time I have with them now means than what I did before.
Yeah.
I just hope that in the future when they inevitably hear the things that I have done, that they don't judge me too harshly about it. Just know that your dad does love you.
But you're kind of an asshole.
Aw.
Kind of.
I am kind of a dick.
No. I was talking about the kids.
Yeah.
Oh no, my kids are awesome. They're not assholes. They're fun loving. They're
They're
light
goofy.
they're the light of my world. They aren't goofy, man.
They're
They're so
goofy.
funny. Oh man,
My
CC
daughter's
picks
something else.
my daughter. She picks up everything that I do, everything that I say. She literally woke up. I think it was like last month. She woke up the other day, and she woke up last month sometime, and she looks at me. She goes, "Dad, fire in the hole," and just rips one. And I had never been more proud to be a dad in my damn life. You know what? I said, mission accomplished, dude. I don't even need to be here anymore. This kid is set up for fucking life. She's gonna be
Carrot
so
sticks.
fucking funny, man. And dude, all of them are they're so funny, And it's one of those things like if you can laugh at your kids' jokes, you're doing something right. You know what I mean? If it's not just some weird cringy thing that your kids say, if they actually like just say a funny joke, it's like, dude, let's go.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. You know what I mean? I I love it so much. It's my favorite thing.
Same here.
Now let's talk about like where, because we talked about your turning point like recently. So let's start talking about like our turning points of, you know, those dreams. Like we had our one set dream that we wanted to do, and we're at it, and then that turning point, like what changed it?
It turned for me recently. Me and my wife, after CC, we're not gonna have any more kids. So I had to come through a very real realization that I wouldn't be having any more children, you know, because I'm not gonna. If she doesn't want to have more kids, we're not gonna have more kids. Yeah. You know,
You got 3. You got.
I have 3. I said I wanted 4, but we have 3. I'll be perfectly fine with just 3. But you know, it was a conversation I had to have with myself that you know, CC's my last one. You know, I won't have another infant, and I won't go through, you know, all of that stuff that comes with that. You know, and having a vasectomy scares the shit out of me. You know, but it is. It's not even close to what women go through when they get their tubes tied. Yeah. Not even close. And I told her, she was like, "Are you okay with getting a vasectomy?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, I got that.
Yeah.
You kidding me? It's
Come
like,
on.
what do you mean? It's like it's the same day. It's an outpatient surgery versus her being bedridden for like three weeks or some shit like that. It's like, what do you call it? I get outpatient surgery, and you get major surgery.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not even close, dude. It's fine.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta sell them.
Yeah,
You make a lot of
but
money
still,
off it.
it's just sell my testicles.
No, I'm being legit.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
really
get
not
a
doing
quick
that.
30.
Just put you a couple D20s in there to replace them, and you're good.
I'm really not doing that.
Put some 5-volt batteries.
I can tell you right now, I'm really not doing
Yeah,
that.
some 9-volt batteries, dude, will get you going.
You're gonna get it snipped. They don't work anyway, so why keep them? It's like keeping dead batteries on the remote.
I feel like there's something about like distribution of weight. It's like if you were to lose a big toe.
That's
you
why
know what I mean?
That's why I said you. Replace
I'm
them.
not putting
Are they
dice
that big,
in my
man?
scrotum, Ryan.
You don't. You don't have to put actual die.
Dude,
You replacement.
could you
You
imagine
know,
you're playing
marbles
D&D,
in there.
and someone's like, I need some dice, and you know,
I'm
just
not. No,
flop
I
it
don't
out.
want to imagine this. This is the worst conversation. I'm
Nat
tired
20.
of it. You guys.
You keep like backing yourself into these.
Yes, but I'm not even doing it on purpose. I'm like genuinely. I was asked a question. I'm answering genuinely, and we're fucking hyper fixating on James tonight. This sucks for me.
I'm trying to help you make money, and then find
Hey,
an
listen, man.
optimal replacement.
You know what, man? I'm doing okay
for it.
financially. Let's move on.
But you know how much
hand me that
better you
bottle
will
over
do
there.
financially if you do that.
If I sold a couple testicles, sure, I'm sure I would. But also, I could sell a kidney.
Rukia?
But
a
but
kids
here's the
program.
thing: your kidney still works fine. So why would you sell that?
Well,
Whenever you got 2 little, marbles in there that don't work.
yeah. If they don't work, I mean, shut up.
You're just mad because I'm right.
I never once said you were wrong.
Exactly.
I'm okay with
So
being
stop fighting.
wrong.
Sell your nuts.
I don't want to. That was the entire point. I don't want to sell my nuts. They're my nuts.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Fucking stupid, man.
All right.
Anyways,
Brandon.
I'm a good guy. I don't want my wife to have to get major surgery.
Yeah. Are you gonna play my music now?
You're gonna talk about where you're changing. Actually, no. We're
I'll
gonna
tell you
wait.
where.
Because we talked about yours a little bit. When was did you have like a changing point where you're
Look out, he might talk
like-
about your nuts.
your art was like, it's like you still love art, you still want to do it, but like there's like something else you wanted to do, kind of thing. Like that your dream kind of changed or anything.
Yeah. So my art, like just being fully transparent, was kind of just like self-involved. I did it for me.
That's okay.
And
fine.
yeah, no, I'm just saying that's what it was. And so it kind of like when you do something just for yourself, it kind of ends there.
Yeah.
And that's where I had a big shift whenever I got the vision for Creative Sanctuary, because it's all about others and involving others. And so now it's not just about my dream, it's about all these people's dreams.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was just so much more. It creates connection and social atmosphere, and so that was like, I don't know, it's just way more satisfying, gratifying, whatever you want to call it, like to be involved in something that's bigger than myself.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, when you see other people getting like physical enjoyment out of doing it, it's also self gratifying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I was the reason that this could happen. You know what I mean? Like this person is realizing their art and they're having a good time doing it. It's awesome.
Yeah. But like,
Andy just said, I just came back to him screaming, I will not sell my nuts.
Well, and let me tell you,
What a perfect
rewind a little bit and see what this little cockhead just bringing up on Jay. I'm still fucking sweating, dude.
No, so a timestamp right here. An hour 50, go back 3 minutes, and then you get the whole story of it.
Can't wait to clip all this.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely gonna have to clip that.
Dude,
I'm gonna have to send it out to you.
every
so you
clip
can
we
edit it.
have is a clip of me.
That's why I love teaching, though. Yeah, no, Anne's a teacher. No, and I want to hear it. So what got you? While we're talking about this, tell us in the chat of why, and everybody, tell us in the chat of your dream. Why now? Like right now, what got you into it? Dex, if you're still here, I want you to tell us why you got into doing Weatherman Entertainment, doing music and stuff.
Or you cannot.
And Annie, I want you to tell us like what got you into like wanting to do the teaching. Katrina, whatever you're doing, I definitely want to hear like what you're doing, what you got into that. Crispy Tunes, feel free to let us know.
Everybody.
Macy, Bryce, why did you want to be a basketball player?
Because I've seen you. You're not a basketball player.
Not a sport ball kind of guy. Love you though.
Love you, though.
But no, I feel that 100% because I mean that ties into. I'll say why mine in a second. I want to hear yours first, but that ties exactly into my thing. So I get that wholeheartedly. On I thought I muted the podcast for a second.
It'd probably be for the best.
But
Subtle comments, dude.
so what Brandon?
I'm
what
sick of you guys.
when was that pinnacle change? I know for you, you said it was recently, like super recent.
It was yesterday.
Literally yesterday. So let's talk about it.
It was yesterday. I have been battling with this whole thing of one, I'm becoming a husband soon, and
Oh, no way.
yeah, I'm becoming a husband soon, and I'm gonna have way more responsibilities because I'm gonna be starting a family, and I need to. What's the word? Grow up. Not show. Grow up. Grow show up. I need to show up, and I need to be more consistent about showing up.
Present.
Yeah. So my whole thing was I had to come to a realization of that yesterday. I don't know what sparked it, what came on. I took a mental health day yesterday. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. It was Monday. I took that mental health day, and I dwelled on it all day. I just couldn't think of a reason of why I should give up what I was doing. It was music. Why should I put down music for a while and work on myself? I just couldn't think of a reason for it. And eventually I came through a lot of prayer and a lot of just soul searching in general. And literally what Ryan did, he put noise canceling headphones on. I shut my TV off. I turned my video games off, and I kept asking myself the hard questions. And through those questions is, what was my worth? What do I bring to the table? Why am I like this? Everything. And through all those hard questions, I found that what I bring to the table is joy. It's happiness. And I'm here to make people smile. And I can do that without music. I can do that through this podcast. I can do that with showing up for my friends, like James says.
Well, you're giving me a bad vibe, so.
I can do that by reaching.
Kind of don't like touching knees with you.
Honestly, it's kind of a bummer.
I can do that just by literally smiling at somebody. I went to the gas station. I got some cookies. This guy came up. He called out to me and he goes, "Oh, those cookies are dangerous, man. You better be careful."
Put them back.
And I was
Put them back.
And
he drugged him.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Brother, I'm already on my second batch." And he just smiled and he goes, "I'm on my fourth." And he drove away.
Isn't
And
that
I was
the
just like,
best?
"That was great."
Talking to strangers is hit and miss with me. Mostly because
I love it. I don't mind
sometimes I just like, they catch me so off guard. I'm
Get
just
some
like,
funny shit.
yeah. So they catch me so off guard. Sometimes I say, "Yeah, you too," when they ask me a question. You know what I mean? It's like,
I've done that.
and then I'm just like, "I'm stupid. This is my worst nightmare.
I've done
This
it.
is my worst nightmare. I'm dead. I'm dead inside right now."
So, and then I also realized, when did that happen? When did I stop being present for you guys? Because the audience doesn't know and you don't know, but there was a time where I was a really dumb kid and I was drowning myself in alcohol and I was drowning myself in partying. I was trying to be the life of the party. I was trying to force them to have a good time with me. I was being way too much and way too extra. So I I escaped that to go to actually a real party scene, and I got addicted to partying. I got heavily addicted to partying, going to bars and just wasting my money.
There was a time that I legitimately hated Brandon.
Yeah. Legitimately.
Couldn't stand being around the guy. He had such an ego to him.
It was bad.
And like big egos, I don't like at all. And I go out. This might be a bad characteristic, but I like when people have big egos around me, I go out of my way to try to humble that person. You know, and like I said, that could
It's like you have this inner need for balance.
Yeah. It's like I just want everything to be centralistic. You know what I mean? I don't want one person to be the light of the show. I want everyone to feel like they got their time. You know what I mean? So like when people with big egos come around me, I try to be the bane of their existence. And I feel like me and Brandon really clashed doing that because like I would not engage with Brandon at all. And I made sure that he knew that I did not want to talk to him. And I did not want him around me at all. You know? But like he's shown so much growth. And dude, like it's really just night and day. He's such a great guy now. And it's really awesome to see because
Look at us kissing ass again.
hey, listen. I enjoy Brandon's company. Brandon's a great guy. He knows how to take a bad joke from me. You know what I mean? It's like, and before Brandon wouldn't take that bad joke. You know what I mean? I might call him a dumb piece of shit, you know, now, but before I would have meant it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, hey man, you're dumb.
You know,
It
feels
is-
good.
it
It
is
feels
what it
good.
is, dude.
It feels good.
I do. I don't think myself higher than anybody, but I don't like it when people try to outshine everyone else. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody else deserves to shine as much as they want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But equally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and Brandon he really has changed. He's willing to. The thing is if you're willing to change and you're willing to grow, that's already a sign of maturity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of staying in the same situations you find yourself in, and even if you don't like that situation, wanting to change it is great. You know what I mean? It's like, as long as you want to change it, change it.
Yeah.
And shout out to the love of my life for that because Kira freaking just, I could not believe it, how incredible she was at it.
No, that's
You know,
that's a
it
beauty
just
of
stopped abruptly when I met her, just instantly. It was, I didn't leave her place.
It always
She'll
takes
literally
that.
tell you, I didn't leave her alone. I didn't want to go out anywhere. I didn't want to go to my friends. I wanted to go to the bar and watch football. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted to be with her, and I realized through that I wanted to be better.
Yeah.
Just in general, not just for her, but for everybody. That's when me and Ryan didn't speak for, I want to say, a year and a half. That's when I reached out to him and we rekindled our friendship. And then through this podcast, we rekindled
The
me and
first
him.
conversation me and Brandon had to have was that I didn't like him.
Yeah.
You know,
I said you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
because it wasn't necessarily uncomfortable for me. I was perfectly fine.
No,
the way we
but you know,
existed.
but
Oh, we
in
know
the
how to
grand
make
scheme
you
of it,
sweat.
Yeah.
Daddy will make you
Listen, let me tell you something. This lady that I didn't know an hour ago knows far too much about me.
She's really good at that.
I have never, you know, honestly,
Really good at
I don't. There's something about a camera in my face just makes me feel like opening up.
real vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm real vulnerable right now. Yeah. Anyways,
So
yeah, we had to because Ryan commented on it because we kind of me and Brandon took it upon ourselves to have the conversation. You're like, Brandon was like, "No, I know you didn't like me," and I was like, "I know you didn't, or I know you know," and we were just like, "But I like you now,"
Yeah.
and that's really what matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like who you are.
Speaking of men friendships,
Yeah. Yeah. We just got to get it out of the way.
yeah, I was also so nervous the first night how we actually did a recorded podcast to just because I had to pick him up to take him to Elwood where we were originally recording, and I was like, I feel like if this car ride is silent, I'm so nervous.
No, I opened up.
But it was
I talked.
we clicked instantly.
Yeah,
It's like, how are you,
because
man?
here's the thing: is like I knew because you guys asked me to do the podcast with you, right? And I know it was a creative endeavor that you guys originally wanted to do with Eric, and I felt extremely privileged that you guys even asked me, you know. And you know, Ryan had already told me how much you had changed since being with Kira, and I was extremely happy for you, you know. And I made sure that car ride wasn't awkward for you, you know, because I know being in an awkward situation with you, you physically know that person doesn't like you or didn't like you. Can be hell. I fully know that, but this also harkens back to I didn't want you to have a bad time, you know, especially doing something that you creatively are trying to do and have asked me to do with you. You know, first of all, that would be incredibly disrespectful, and second of all, it would be an in kindness to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you guys wanted to do a podcast and gracefully asked me and humbly asked me to do it with you. I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's all have a good time. Let's have fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, we had to get the conversation out of the way, and since we had that 2-minute conversation,
It was all good.
it was great.
It was good.
Great.
All good.
I
for me.
think that honestly leads to like deeper friendships anyways. Like when you have had a period that got uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because anybody you really get to know, if you're really gonna get to know them, there's gotta be a point in there where like you butt heads or something.
Yeah. Also,
you know?
also, you have to
Every
realize that
relationship.
everyone's an adult. Okay.
Yeah.
People are gonna do things that annoy the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It's grow up. You know what I
No,
mean? It's
100%.
perfectly okay. There are things that I do I know annoy the shit out of these two guys, and there are things that these guys do that annoy the shit out of me. But also, I'm a fucking adult. You know what I mean? I can move past these annoyances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope and I know that they can also move past my annoyances. I talk a lot, which is why they want me on a podcast.
Right, it
I
works.
talk a ton. So much to the point that Ryan can't finish a sentence because he just started one and I interrupted. Continue, friend.
I had to tell Brandon sorry for him interrupting me one night.
Oh my god, that
I
was
fucking
so
killed him. Oh.
No, that was easily your.
so
if you want to talk about your face instantly turning red.
No,
that
I'll
was
let
what it
James
was.
explain it, but you explain to her what.
So
happened.
there was one I don't. I pride myself
so
in
funny.
usually being the funniest person in the room. I get challenged by Ryan a lot, and I don't belly laugh like hardly ever. Ryan got me a full belly laugh that night, and it's still one of the funniest things in the world. We were just having a normal conversation. Nothing was really innately funny about what we were talking about. But Brandon interrupts Ryan, and Ryan had to he's like, you know what, dude? I'm sorry for interrupting you. Well, Foley just got interrupted by Brandon, and I was like, dude, it destroyed
No,
me.
I think what I said, I was like, I'm sorry for interrupting you while you interrupt me or something like that.
No, I said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but, and then I still continued anyways. And you go,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry for
That's
interrupting
right.
you.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a boomer, man. My memory's not that great, but yeah, dude, that killed me. It destroyed me. I feel like we got a noise complaint from your neighbors that night. I could not
No,
stop.
is that your house when we do it?
No, it was,
No,
at
it
your
was on
place.
Dylan's
Was it
couch.
mine?
It was on Dylan's couch.
It was on Dylan's couch.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's when you turned his room
place.
into the game room.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was at your house because I swore it was at the table or something like that.
No,
that was the stream room at the time.
Brandon
yeah.
wasn't even allowed at my house during that.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Again, didn't like him then.
But yeah, from the music, what made you want to put the music down and focus on the podcast?
I tried to please a lot of other people. I won't say names or anything like that, but I tried to please a lot of other people, and I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me to do the music. But then I looked at it and I go, do I actually want to be a musician full
And
time?
do you enjoy
And-
what you're making?
And I was like, am I enjoying what I'm making? And also, if I do become a musician full time, Kira's gonna have to give up her dream. Kira's now a part of me. She's my wife, you know what I mean? And she's gonna have to give up her dream, her privacy, her everything. All because I selfishly wanted my dream to come true. That's not right. My dream now, with a podcast at least, I'm not gonna get paparazzi'd. Any podcast is big
just
besides Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan does crazy other things.
Well,
I'm not gonna get no paparazzi.
No, that's not
You Should Know
necessarily true, though.
podcast.
but here's the thing: Critical Role got its popularity. Critical Role being
It's a
a
podcast.
D&D podcast. You know, they're all voice actors.
Granted, they're big voice actors.
They're
a lot
big
of them.
voice actors.
Are they
but,
stopped in the street constantly?
but here's the thing: even voice actors get recognized. You know what I mean?
And I don't
But
mind a
not
little
near-
recognition.
but not nearly as much. They got their big popularity from their podcast. Genuinely.
What's her name is the voice of Ellie in The Last of Us.
Yeah, but
Lauren?
is she getting paparazzi just coming out of a hotel?
Yes.
There's no way.
Not as much as Tobey
Post
Maguire
Malone
or
or
like
these
I mean,
people.
of course not, but they still get paparazzi.
But with music, there's more of a chance of that. I'm just
Well,
saying.
with any
guess.
other, I mean, yes,
It's just a level of
there's a
fame.
difference between a star and
Yeah.
a superstar.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, that's just
Exactly.
innately what it is.
Exactly.
Your popularities. I mean, like I said, they're voice actors and they play D&D. Those are two very niche things, but they still get paparazzi. You know what I mean?
Plus, also, at one point, I was when I was in the middle of making all this music, I looked myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself. I didn't recognize who I was. I was
Been there, done that.
I was so egotistical, and all that, and then I asked, where did that start? That was in Dylan's passing. That's when all the dramas, I started realizing all the drama with myself because I didn't realize it until about Dylan.
No, I
passed.
mean that's what started it with me. Cause I mean, I didn't start anything with. I just gave up on everybody. I gave up on everything. I was just like, fuck
Not for lack of us
all
trying.
this. Yeah, no, it was just more or less because like what he was saying, me being a sadist. Like I'm just like I gotta
Sadist? Masochist?
masochist, not a sadist.
It's sadist is
Chill.
a very different thing.
Chill.
A masochist in the sense of like I have to face this like myself because like I know because like, it was the thing like I knew I could face it with my friends and it would help out, but it's like I got to get myself somewhere first and then come back.
Having your
you know?
friends to help you is the easier way, and you tend to not do that.
Yeah,
you
I don't
dummy.
like easy stuff. I do not like it doing it the easy way. I would rather chew through it and get it the fuck done. You know what I mean? And just kind of because I don't know because
That's such a foreign concept. to me.
because
I literally, there's nothing wrong with leaning on people for help.
no, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong
And
with
if people need it, and that's my thing. That's why I tell people therapy is not for me, but if that's what's better for other people, go
S&P is the
for it.
choice for me.
S&P's the choice for me.
So
But that's not for me. Therapy's not for me. Try to put me in a therapy, I'll see Sakya. Try to keep on that same reference. But that kind of goes into. Well, no, I'm gonna let you finish. Of like what?
well,
your-
the ending statement here is
God, we're a mess.
I codename Kato and putting down codename Kato for a while until I actually feel its time is right. That's all I'm going to say on that. So if you want me to feature, I'll do a feature, but that's about it.
But you just didn't feel connected to like the music anymore, and like that's like what you
Not
want
to mention, it's expensive, man. You got to buy the beat. You got to pay your sound engineer. You got. I mean, I'm not just gonna go to an engineer's place and not
Become
pay
a-
him.
I was about to say a mean joke.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Become a
Well,
movie.
Be a
honestly,
real
like,
musician and make the music.
As a creative, that's a tool in your belt now. You can always come back to that, and getting more life experience in different areas only deepens your experience. So you're not losing, or
No.
you're just
And that's one thing I had to
Yeah.
accept. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
losing out on anything.
You're just
Right.
retaining.
I'm routining, and also like a lot of I've said this before, but a lot of my music and the music now that I was writing, it was painful. It came from a place of pain. Like I
Right.
sent him 2 songs. I sent him a bad song, and I sent him one of my most recent songs. And when you hear the most recent song, you can hear my place of pain in that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and now that I don't have that pain, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happily engaged. I have 2 great friends that I do a podcast with.
Yeah.
I have you guys in my life that
Yeah.
we talk and we
Right.
talk about creative endeavors and everything that we can do. I'm completely happy now, and I don't know how to write from a happy place yet.
Yet. I like that.
Yeah.
Before I get into my stuff, Annie finally, she said, I hate people, LOL, JK, JK. I originally wanted to teach special ed, but lost my sports scholarship because I blew out my knee. My knee! My leg!
I was never like you till it took an arrow to the knee.
Goner my leggies.
So I went to beauty school. I worked behind the chair doing hair for 6 years. Hell yeah.
That
Yes.
sounds so bad.
Yes, bitch. And then I lost
Yes, queen.
my passion doing hair
Can't.
behind the chair because of a few things. My grandma being diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
Yeah, leukemia.
I quit my job to take care of her when she passed. I had to refine myself and wanted to teach and help people to be the person I never had for others when they have their aha moments, like they finally get when I'm trying to teach them. It's the best.
Okay,
Best feeling ever.
pardon Ryan.
best
He
feeling
reads
ever.
at a 5th grade level.
Well, no, it's fucking lights, dude. That's why I hate having that overhead light. It fucks with my eyes.
I got you.
Like
I'll
the
pick up
screens
from
and
here.
shit.
I'm dyslexic.
I know. I can just read from the fucking phone.
Oh,
This is better actually.
yeah.
Feeling ever sorry is hard to type it all out, but I love helping people and reaching their goals and to be their best them. And then she also said that she loves Critical Role.
Me too.
Um,
Oh, I love DMing so much.
but so like what you were saying about yours, of like being a part of something great or something like that. So after I got done with skateboarding and I fell in love with like YouTube and like YouTubers, like watching like Markiplier, Good Mythical Morning and Game Grumps specifically. But all that YouTube, it really helped me at a time of like a low point. It was, Travis had passed away Dylan was still around, but just kind of helped me through a lot of dark shit, with my family, with him passing, just with all everyday life. So I wanted to, it was a big, big part of my life. Like I have the Game Grumps tattooed on my arm because they were such a big thing. What are you doing to my cat?
I'm gonna stare
We're
down, dude.
having
The
a staring
judgment,
contest,
the
and
judgment
he's-
from her is insane right
Oh,
now.
I win. Bitch.
She didn't blink yet. She just started.
She squinted.
She just squinted.
Oh, there it is.
Nope. They're not.
No,
Now we
they
broke
were
eye contact.
slits.
now.
Those are slits.
Yeah, blink. Fucked.
But so the Game Grumps specifically really helped me because it's not like they talked about anything. It's not like I talked to them directly, but just watching.
Although that would
them-
be fucking rad.
Oh my god, I would love to talk to Dan and Aaron.
Just Dan.
But-
Aaron's great, but Dan is.
Aaron's my dude.
I love
But
Dan so much.
Watching the Game Grumps, I really related with Aaron and Dan. At a really deep level, and like just even though we weren't talking directly, just them kind of sharing their shit, also playing games. We have the same exact humor, all that kind of shit, and
Same exact humor being saying random shit all the time.
dick and fart jokes, all of it.
Men are dumb. God, we're so stupid, dude.
We are
This is why
simplistic
women.
creatures.
This is why women live longer statistically. Is because we're fucking stupid.
Yeah, we're dumb. But so I wanted to create that. I wanted to.
We
'cause,
gotta get our numbers up, boys.
I had a lot of, passion about like what I was like wanting to talk about. I fell in love with the art of creating a video. You know what I mean? Like editing it or like making a project. Because like I have a thing. I still have a huge fucking script for it. I want to do a video about intrusive thoughts, like a sketch thing of intrusive thoughts, and make it like a kind of like a horror movie thing about intrusive thoughts, and like make it kind of gory. And
Which
fucked up.
shout out to Macy and Music. Check out her song Voices because it's about that as
Yeah.
well. So
No, and I mean, hell, if I get this going, we'll put it in there.
yeah, totally.
But I have a whole script already of like what I want of like a bunch of intrusive thoughts, and and I want to do that because like it's a way to visually express yourself in like a deep kind of thing. It's the same thing with like art. You
Yeah.
can look at it. This is like it's art in motion. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
look,
that's literally how the cinema started. Just
Yeah.
art in motion.
and that's what I want to do.
I mean, because the first like cinema, right, was just
should have said cinema.
the first cinema was just a bunch of pictures taken and then spread
Like
quickly.
basically stop
Yeah.
motion.
Stop motion.
Yeah, basically at the time it was
Flipping.
like the original stop motion. They were still life pictures that were just taken and
I mean, that's essentially
mashed together.
what a video camera is doing. It's still that.
Yeah, it's still that, but very quick. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But just that art of showing that, and then just the art of editing, because like art, I mean, editing takes fucking forever.
It does take a very
Oh my
long time.
god, it takes.
That's
forever.
that's odd. Like people who edit are the most patient people.
Oh yeah, no, because like the
That's
Especially-
really where the art is, though.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is because if you look at like big YouTubers and their editors, Lixian for Markiplier,
yeah.
Tim for Smosh. I
Yeah.
mean, they
Well,
they put out a lot of videos,
Well, even whenever
and they
like,
have to edit all of that content.
Within a time frame too.
Yeah, it's wild the stuff
well,
that they get up
like
to.
whenever I was shooting your TikTok and edited that, like it was so much fun. It took forever, but it was so much fun to like just kind of add stuff to it and then like hear what you wanted and to be able to give you what you wanted. You know what I mean? In
So
some
he
sort
just
of way.
said yes, so you'd shut up.
No, I took pretty much what he wanted.
No,
That's just what he told you.
he just added some things to it.
Yeah.
Had a concept, he made it.
Don't fight for him.
He did
But-
good.
I'm on your team right now.
Oh, you did horrible.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, that TikTok got a lot of views. Fuck you.
Yeah, what 22?
No,
That's hurtful.
About 2,000.
Yes, sir.
More views than I've gotten on my TikTok. 0.
But being able to do that and like create stuff for people, like help them out. But like what I was saying, like what I do on my Twitch, and I say this every single night that I go live on my Twitch, is like I do it for them to create a space for people to come into. And I think I told you about that when we first met. I want to be able to create a safe space for people to come and hang out and share this stuff. It's the same thing with this podcast. Go down memory lane. 'Cause,
Community.
Not only because like I love talking about nostalgic shit, and hang out with my friends, and like I don't want to grow up. You know what I mean? Because
I made a solemn vow. All right, to Jeffrey the giraffe. I will never grow up. I'm a
Yes,
Toys
sir.
R Us kid.
Yes, sir. Me too. As am I. And
Rest in pieces, man. Ugh.
telling you.
What's the
And-
world come to?
Shit.
Honestly, you
Like-
take away Toys R Us. You guys remember a little joint called KB Toys?
Yeah.
What happened?
Adulthood.
Where'd they go?
Toys R Us was
No,
It's
light-
tough.
that light
You
is
know what they're
gone.
gonna take away from us next? Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese sucks, anyways.
I
the
know.
pizza slaps. I don't
Dave
know.
and Dave and Buster's is better.
Chuck E. Cheese
Dave and
pizza
Buster's
is
good.
Dave and
amazing.
Buster's is fucking amazing.
Because Dave and Buster's is the adult Chuck
It's just
E. Cheese.
adult Chuck E.
Yeah,
Cheese.
have-
because
you
they
have-
have alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Have you ever went and played
And you,
skee-ball?
and you can legally take your kids,
Have you ever played,
which is fucking inappropriate. But who am I to judge? I guess.
Have you ever played skee ball with some scotch in your hand?
You ever played
Fucking
skee ball
great.
just hammered?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell
I
you,
mean, I've never done that. I've never been drunk, but you know,
I have been wasted.
2 sheets from Sunday. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. What?
I don't know. Something about Sunday.
2 sheets from Sunday.
I know there's some kind of slang, like
2 sheets
Phrase.
to the wind.
2 sheets. No, something to Sunday. I don't know.
Taking Back Sunday.
There
Let's
you go.
continue. Okay.
Great band.
But try to create a space. And like what really hit me with this is what I want to do is when I was doing the streaming, because I started it whenever this asshole gave me COVID, and I was
Every single time.
But first off, I'm just saying he didn't even get sick, and he had a
Yeah,
2-week
nothing.
paid vacation from work,
And he got a lot of shit done.
and he
got
did.
a lot of shit done.
You're welcome.
No, my Twitch, like I started making money during that.
I told you. Yeah, I told you, didn't I? He should be thanking you.
Yep, I'm the blessing.
Exactly. But you might have given him a life-threatening disease
That
but
could
you
have killed
helped-
me.
You helped.
No,
you
you
helped
were
his
perfectly
career.
healthy.
You helped his career.
No time
know what?
was wasted.
Exactly.
You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you stupid bitch.
I wasn't uncomfortable. I was comfy. But during that, there's this kid that kept coming to my stream that he's like in a different country or whatever. But he would come into my stream and he would tell me all the time. He would be like, "I don't have many friends. You know, I don't talk to anybody. I'm pretty much like this kind of loner."
What
kid."
happened to pen pals?
Stop. Just continue. We'll get
No,
to
but this I'm trying to like tangent on something he's talking about, right? It's like people
don't
say
think
you don't have many friends. It's like, but you can pen pal people, you know? Write a letter.
Maybe that's not something they do.
This
in that
seems
country.
incredibly mean, and I'm sorry. Do you?
Maybe that doesn't exist in there.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. It sounds incredibly mean. I don't know his situation.
said stop.
Yeah, you know what? I should have.
Yeah.
I really should have.
Too far.
That's what friends are for. But he would come in there, you know, almost every stream, you know, whenever he could, and tell me like how he doesn't have friends. Coming to his stream feels like he has like somebody to hang out with. All this shit. He would like personally message me on Twitch, and I had another like guy that like I helped get him back into streaming. You know what I mean? Like I would get on Discord calls with him and like show him how to set it up and do all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then I have another friend. This was just recent, like within probably like 5 months ago. She got into streaming and she's been doing super fucking well. Streams more than I do. She has more time than I do.
Yeah.
I gave her shit about that. I was like, "Fuck you! You have more time than me." But she's getting into it and doing super well into it. And that's what I want. I want to be able to create that space for people to come into and feel comfortable. That's why you and I hit so well on talking about Creative Sanctuary, which
Yeah.
I do want to talk about, is making that space for people to come and like have something, and you know, being able to do. And the moment that kid texted me and messaged me and said that, I was like, "This is what I got to do. This is
Yeah.
what I'm meant to do." And I told you this whole thing, like whenever we first met, like this is what I'm put here for, to be that glue in the friendship, to push them to, you know, get out of their comfort
Why
zone.
did you point at me?
Or,
I'm so sick of
you
this
know.
shit.
You're in the hot seat.
I need to get out of it.
But you know, that kind of, I'll make a reference, that anchor being we're talking with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Try to be that for people, just to kind of, you know, even if I got to take all the hits or do whatever the fuck I need to do, or put myself through the bullshit, so that way I can be the better person for the other people around me. You know what I mean? And that's like my whole goal with the podcast, with streaming, is to do that. I don't get like,
You
yes,
sound like a natural therapist, so I feel like you should kind of lean into that
Yeah.
avoidance
Isn't it
of it. Like
It's truly awful.
that my down.
what you resist persists. Like I think there's something there. Like just look into it, maybe.
No, that's 100% what I want to do, and that's why I watch fucking 4 8-hour what the fuck's the word?
Cinemas.
No,
Documentaries.
no.
Seminars.
It was
Noise canceling
seminars.
headphones on the
Seminars?
drive to Tennessee.
No.
Seminars.
seminar. That's what it is.
6 fucking
On
times.
fucking
psychology and all that shit to learn, not only for myself, so that
Yeah.
way I can do that, but then also I can do it for other people.
Which
and
when we
shit.
get off of here, I got something
And-
I need to.
Because I want
We're gonna
to
deep
do that.
dive after too. Oh my God.
No, I just went through.
I am
this
in
class.
my own private hell.
No.
This is a bummer.
We're gonna do it while we play putt out there, so that way we can break it easy to you. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Just put it in the hole.
Take him to putt putt.
I'm gonna need a beer. Fuck.
Macy says CS heart hands up
Yeah,
in the air.
Creative Sanctuary.
But yeah, no,
I really wish I would. I really want to talk about this creative sanctuary.
that's why I'm trying to.
That's
I'm
where
trying
we're
get
gonna
into it.
pan right over.
So I've only lived here for the past 8 years, and I've heard so much about it, but I still really don't know what it is.
It's hard to describe in a way, in
'cause, like,
words.
I've heard.
so-
I've heard a few different.
So
things.
if you don't mind, and if you don't mind,
go ahead.
So it's it's in the fucking title. You know what I mean? Like
I understand it's a
s-
creative sanctuary.
It's,
I get
it's
that.
a place for people to come and be creative and not be judged for like what they're doing, and to also connect with other creative people. You know what I mean? Like think of and I said something about it. Like think of like a cafe, but for like creative shit. You got your group of poets over here, your group of scene writers over here.
was cliquey?
Whatever.
It was like high school.
No. This-
Like I was
but
very
the thing is, like,
intentional that it is a no like judgment.
You seem like
space.
a no nonsense woman as well.
Oh yeah, I was very like.
As much as you've
You
grilled
come
me
into
to,
this place, you will support people.
as much as
If
you
they get up there and suck, you're gonna clap your ass off.
as
like,
much as you grilled me tonight, I get that vibe from you.
yeah,
Absolutely no nonsense.
yeah.
No, I've heard that it's like it's just
And there were people around here that didn't like it.
You came
That's
at a
still-
time where it was
that's what we talked.
it wasn't here. It just wasn't here.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing about small farm towns. You step outside of the mold of you're going to go to school. You're going to rather become for the women in a small farm town, a registered nurse or something in the health care, a CNA or some other bullshit. If you're a man, you're working at some fucking factory or some other bullshit.
or for the city.
Or
Yeah.
work for the
Well,
city,
fuck.
or you're gonna go to community college, whatever the fuck you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do, or
Yeah.
you're gonna be a druggie, something
Yeah.
kind of thing. So whenever people,
So when I first moved here, I came from Marion, right, which is a large town.
Which, by the way, Ron Morrell, mayor, played at Creative Sanctuary.
Oh,
The
really?
Drums. He is one of the sickest drummers I've ever heard.
I never had the privilege.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
crazy.
Yeah,
It was
he is
sick.
insane.
That's awesome.
um,
So when I moved here, it was I moved here from Marion, which is much more culturally diverse than Alexandria is. And when I moved here, it was that, you know what I mean? It was like your typical white picket fence stuff, you know.
Yeah.
what I mean? And there was really nobody. Yeah, there was really nobody that went outside the social norms. You know what I mean? And if you did, those people didn't. Those people weren't liked.
no,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when I worked at Get Go up there on 9, and there weren't a lot of people who liked me. Because they somehow found out I was from Marion, and for some reason I deserve to be judged by that.
No, so
I don't know why,
It's
but
a very
a lot of
judgmental place.
I don't know why, but people found out I was from Marion, and they were just like, "Oh, you're from Marion?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, what?" And they were like, "I heard there's a bunch of gangs and stuff over there." And I was like,
There's gangs in Anderson.
no,
"There's not. There's not gangs in Marion.
it's
There's
just
just
like
a bunch of criminals." I mean,
it's just like people believing what they hear on the internet.
that's
kind of
exactly,
shit.
but that's
It's
exactly
people-
what it was.
so-
it's like because I was from Marion, I had to be some type of ghetto dude, but I'm not. I'm this nerdy fat dude that
No, it's a lot of. So the bad thing with a farm town is like everybody's so close minded
they're all
about
scared.
everything.
Why are they all scared? It's like
They
a
just
population.
haven't been very far out of town.
Yeah,
No.
it's like a population of 1,500 people that are scared.
Less than that, I think.
Yeah,
But,
it's fucking weird.
Actually,
But here's the thing: we would all be that way if that's
Right,
that's not an unheard of way to people to
Right.
respond.
right.
And that was the great thing about Creative Sanctuary is we brought people in from New York City, Canada, Texas. Like they were coming cross country.
But what the problem I find is the people who are judging that. The people who find it
Well, so
like
that's
abhorrent that you have this sanctuary for people to be
So,
creative. Well, like,
that-
what's the
that's
point in it?
no
I'm
matter-
not gonna focus on them though. There were so many people.
Don't give them the
that-
energy.
I get that.
Loved
I do.
it,
I do
so.
get that, but
Absolutely.
I always question the why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't understand it.
Well,
And-
they're
fuck 'em.
asking dumb
Yeah.
questions, so I'm not even gonna entertain
Fair
it,
enough.
you know?
Fair enough.
Like,
No, it's about playing into it. And the thing, like the crazy thing of a small
and that's
farm
really
town
what pisses them off more is if
is-
you don't play into it.
Yeah, no,
That
but you're-
genuinely, like if you just ignore them, the haters, you know what I mean? They're just like,
No, and
you better.
There's a quote: "Don't take advice from somebody or don't take criticism from somebody you wouldn't take advice from."
yeah,
Exactly.
You
That's
know?
actually really good. I like that.
But that's the thing
Ooh,
with
it takes
small
that.
farm town is like
I'm gonna
everybody's
tell
so
my kids that.
closed-minded and shit, and it's a lot of like. So there's a Japanese saying, it's like the nail that sticks out gets hammered down, kind of thing. And it's
Okay, can we cut it with
with the what?
the analogies? The
metaphors,
we're all over the place, man.
But
I can only store so many of them up here. Okay.
it's a good one, ain't it? But that's a lot of like what even small farm towns do. You start to go out of that mold, you just get pushed down and hammered back down. Like, no, you gotta go do this. You gotta go to school. You gotta get a factory job. Blah 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 blah.
It's a
Yeah,
social norm.
I was also
And then-
raised like that too. I was raised to being told that I have to go to college.
Yeah, no,
and
and
I
that's-
have to succeed.
That's why, like, whenever I played football, everybody loved it. But then whenever I started skateboarding, everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
But here's the
you
thing
know,
about like going to
or-
college and stuff like that, right? Is like if you want to go to college, sure. But the thing is like there are so many more jobs that
Yeah, I got my personal
Pay-
thoughts of college, but
pay. Yeah, everyone. I'm sure.
We don't
does.
need to get into that.
We're not getting political, but there are so many more jobs that just pay more than even going to college, you know? And even still, the loans and all of that other stuff, it's like, Jesus
And
Christ.
so Macy says electric community of creatives that supported each other and raised each other's frequencies to be the best we can be. And then Amy says, how are you supposed to judge a fish's ability to climb a tree?
When you guys both called me
Now
idiots
that's
to
the same.
Morgan, she said that to you guys.
Hmm?
When you guys when you guys didn't like me and you called me an idiot to Morgan, she said, "How can you judge supposed to judge a fish's ability to climb a tree?"
Mm.
She said that. Sorry, I don't know. That random thought just came up. I don't know why that triggered. I'm so sorry. Continue on.
I'm gonna say,
forget?
I'm gonna say, for somebody who really doesn't like Morgan, we're bringing her up right now.
Oh,
What's
no.
going on?
We'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
But no, and anytime you do any sort of creative thing, you're gonna have haters. It's just one of those things of not feeding into it. Because I mean, even something as creating a space for people to hang out with, people are hating that. We're doing a fucking podcast. How many people? The people that are hating on us have podcasts that they fucking watch on TikTok all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But yet they want to sit here and hate on us because we're
Usually the
doing
people
the ones
hating
doing
aren't
it.
doing anything.
Hold
So
on, wait, do we have haters, really?
no.
I was gonna
Well, I
say,
mean,
that's like a compliment.
honestly, I was like, dang, dude.
That would feel good. Actually, I would feel great if we did.
Honestly, I was like, dude, I kind of want some
But
haters.
no,
like,
there's
low-key.
somebody that, and I'll talk more about this later. There is somebody that we personally know that has said some comments, and I'm sure you can probably pick it up who it is. Has said some comments about like my Twitch stuff or even like the podcast shit that they just hate on everything because it's not a part of their perfect little fucking life.
I
you know what I mean?
can't stay. Ugh.
And and that's just one of those things of
People
I
who
don't care.
have,
It's not your life.
I'm gonna
You're
say
not
this.
living it. So piss
I
off.
really people who have the main character syndrome are the
Yeah.
worst people.
And that's one of my things. And like for me, and whenever it comes to that stuff, whenever I say that of like piss off,
It makes my hands itch.
like it's not in any sort of
I
bad
think so.
way. I hope the best out for
Me too,
literally
actually.
everybody.
See, dude, it's bad.
Um,
Mine are fine
but,
now, like,
you know,
you can see where like some of it is.
I wish the best out of everybody, but the thing is like just leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah,
Going back to the
honestly.
cliches, don't say something to somebody. If it's
Treat
not
others the way
nice.
you wish to be treated.
Yeah, if you
Wish
don't have
to be
something nice to
treated
say,
that way.
don't say it at all.
Yeah.
But politely fuck off. But
But-
leave me alone.
Away from the bad stuff, I want to say, with all that being said, you brought a light into this town. Into
like
a
a spark,
town that
a
was
spark,
dark.
yeah.
It was very dark, in my opinion. And like I remember going there for the very, very first time. I still have those memories. And
To me,
they're stuck in my head.
I see what you're saying, but I saw the
cat.
light was already there.
Hmm.
Because when you guys walked through the door, it's like I could see creative ability in you. It was just giving you a space to discover it. The light was there.
Okay, I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that. That was
Like-
great.
So I was just honestly privileged. Like, I'm still to this day, like, people come up and talk about like what happened there. And I just feel lucky to have been able to like be a part of help giving people a space to discover, stuff they're passionate about. And yeah, it's
I mean, you
and
gave a
that's-
lot of people that.
No, you really did, and that's why I told you I was so passionate about like whenever you approached me about helping you, that if you wanted to, throw a bone here and there, whatever, sure. Like, what I told you, I was like, I'll do this all pre bono. I don't give a shit.
Same.
It's about giving people that, cause like I don't do this for the money. I don't like do it for
We
any.
just want to have a good time.
I do it purely because I want to help people. Because like that in my deep down, like that's what I know that I was put here for, is to help people out
yeah.
and to do that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't give a fuck about the money. I'm happy with if I have a daughter and I want to give her the best life I possibly can. I want to make sure
Right.
she's taken care of, and I'm going to. But like if I'm fine with living in my car if I had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just want to be happy as long as I got the stuff that I'm doing. I got the people that I want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I can't take all that stuff with me.
Right.
Like I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
But these people are gonna stick with me forever.
Keep your shit up.
And fucking that's what I want. That's my whole point in life. That's why I was so happy that you like reached out and you're like, hey, I want you to be a part of this type shit. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Not you two.
but type shit not in the way that this dipshit says it. But
I'll say like
will
random
say,
things. I'll be
what?
like type shit. I'm like, because there's like people. It's like a new slang where like people are like, they'll say something that, and when you agree with it, you'll go type shit like that.
Okay.
no,
I'm going
I hate it.
fishing into the river type,
Type shit, you know. Like when they're
I
trying to
gotcha.
describe something, they can also do it like that.
Yeah, whenever you say it, I want to fucking
I do it just
Bash
because
my
it-
head in.
it
Strangle you
annoys
with
them.
my feet.
It annoys them, and I knew it would annoy them when I first heard it.
fucking big toe in your nose.
I will say, I'm so proud of you for not saying it
It's been a
at
minute.
all
Yeah.
for like I think 2 or 3
it's
weeks.
been-
Last couple episodes, I don't think you said it.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Well, you got. I can see the visceral veins coming out of your forehead, so I decided to let
yeah.
it be a bro
Yeah,
for
but
a bit.
I will be honest with you. That's content, baby.
I'm fucking headbutt.
Every
you.
Type
time-
shit, man.
I'm
for real.
Honestly, dude, it's like
That shit. That one.
Scooty pop pop.
I'm not.
I'm gonna become a British rapper now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So there's a very real world where I can hate you again.
It is possible.
And there's an alternate timeline where I never stopped.
Marvel's doing this whole multiverse thing.
It's happening now.
In this
There's a
timeline,
variant.
brother. In this timeline, you do that one more time, you're getting choke slammed.
This is the variant of James that's gonna choke slam.
This is Jim.
You're bringing out Jim.
Hold on, Jim.
Jim's gonna get you.
No.
But what you do is so great, and I told you this when we talked. Like what you do is so great, and I hope and pray that Creative Sanctuary finds a new physical home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it has a home, and like all the people that Macy and the people that have been involved, and Brandon, myself, all those people. But like to have like that physical home again, and whatever that we all can do to help make that happen.
Yeah. Well, and stick with me because I am still, in those
In the works.
building phases, but it's my vision is much more organized and it's larger because I see this eventually being like a nationwide circuit.
Yeah. No, for
you know?
sure.
So like it takes
And
time to
It
like
does, it
build
does.
that
And
groundwork.
If you guys
so-
want to help out, it's a good little segue.
No, and it will. Macy says it will. And Annie also says it's giving people hope. Like there are others that are like me and they made it, so I can too. So yeah, with what she's saying right there is like a big reason why like even on like online on this or like on my Twitch, like I have no issue talking about like the shit that I've been through. I have no shame in it. No one should have any shame in the stuff that you went through because it makes you who you are. Even
You suck, cat.
God, you scare me.
In this timeline, rookie.
because all that shit is what makes you who you are. Even the things that I did wrong.
The good, the
you know
bad,
what I
and
mean?
the ugly.
Yeah. Like, you gotta have all that stuff. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about when I was an asshole. I was my own person, and not afraid to talk about the gruesome stuff that I went through, you know, makes me who I am. And also to show, like what Amy said, to show people that, like, you're not the only one.
Right.
You know, because, like, Annie lives in a different state, you know, than us, you know, so yeah, she's probably not around people.
Oh, no way.
So letting her know, like, hey, you know, a couple 100 miles away, but you're dealing with the same shit that I've dealt with, you know what I mean? Or, hey, you're across the fucking pond, and this person's also dealt with this stuff, you know?
I love that saying.
Across the pond.
Across the pond.
And that's, like, the main thing I want to do, and, like, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to be, I'm so hopeful for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You bring hope.
It's gonna happen.
You're like Star Wars.
Help us, Jen, you're our only hope.
Yeah, hope is Jen, your only hope.
God, I have, like, not a booger, but something in my nose.
It's probably a
like,
nose hair, man.
Or a nose ring.
Shut the fuck
Or your finger. My name's James.
stupid.
I made a funny joke.
But so how's everybody feeling now about are your dreams, have they, like, been staying the same so far?
This is kind of what I want to
like,
talk about. My dreams have kind of shifted, you know. Now I can't have any more kids. Well, I physically can. My wife doesn't want to have any more children, so we're not going to. I have decided to dive into Dungeons and Dragons more heavily.
So
You know?
so you have a new dream of that?
So-
Of, like,
Yeah,
So this podcast ain't shit to you, huh?
no, you guys suck.
what is her Instagram? Because there are a whole lot of creative sanctuaries.
At Fine Creative Sanctuary.
At Find Creative Sanctuary.
Just all one word.
Annie, I can share it to you. I'll find it and share it directly to you. But finish what you were saying.
What was I saying?
Your dream shifting and that this
Yeah.
podcast ain't shit.
Okay, of course, I love doing this
No, I'm
podcast.
joking.
I look forward to it until I don't, and then I convince myself to look forward to it again. But I've really been enjoying writing D&D stuff. You know, D&D has always been a passion of mine for the past 10-ish years, and it's really culminated now. It's really, like, it's gotten to a point where, like, this is kind of like all I want to do now is write. You know, just these fantasy, you know, instances for
Sent it on Discord.
other people to enjoy, you know. And I do plan on posting them eventually or not, you know, whatever I feel like doing with them. But right now, I'm having a lot of fun writing for it. It's good stuff.
Nice.
Outside of that, I'm fucking boring. You know, I don't do anything.
I don't think you're boring after tonight, dude. That was hilarious. All the breakdowns.
You put a guy in the spotlight, he's going to freak out a little bit. You know what I mean? I only just started drying up, okay?
Macy said she's always wanted to try D&D.
D&D is very fun. If you can get past the I know, so the thing about Dungeons and Dragons is if you pay attention to the podcast, namely your Critical Roles or mainly Critical Role, it's very romanticized Dungeons and Dragons. It's not everybody plays D&D that way, you know. Everybody's an individual, but not everybody has the capability of role playing. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to expect to role play. And even still, it's like talking all the time, you know. D&D is played how you wish to play it, you know. It's a lot like a video game. Video games give you plethora of options. And D&D is the same way. You know, as long as you have somebody there who is willing to help you learn how to play the game, who is willing to DM for you, and, you know, whatever, it's a great time. It's a good time to hang out with people. It's a good time to get to know people, you know. I just started DMing for my wife and two of her friends, or three of her friends, two of which I really don't know at all, you know, but playing D&D with them, I've grown close to them. I would consider them my friends, you know. So for me, D&D is a way to, again, get to know people, a way to have fun with those people. And it doesn't have to be this, like I said, the podcast really romanticizes it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to make it out to be this, you know, huge act of grandeur and things like that. It's really just there to have a good time, you know, and it shouldn't be like I have to all in D&D because this is what is expected of me if I play D&D. Just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Relax.
No, it's always good to like extend out of like your like. I mean, for you, it's a little different, you know, because like you achieve that dream of being a father, you know what I mean, and you gotta, you know, try something different. But like, you know, with you, Brandon, like going one way of like, I want to do music, and then finding yourself in something else, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to do that. It's okay
Dreams
to,
change.
you know,
You can fulfill them, and you can move on.
well, even if you don't fulfill them, you know what I mean? Because like, I wanted
That's
to
why
be,
I said you can.
like, I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. I was only, I guess you can consider a
Semi-pro.
semi-professional skater, and
It's still kind of professional, though.
still, yeah,
It's
it's still
halfway
cool.
professional.
It's still cool to put on the
It's
resume.
still,
you know
it's
what I
still
mean?
cool.
Yeah, it's still cool to
Still
say.
fucking rad, brother.
You know,
I can still hit that kick.
Still, I hit the pipe, bro.
dude, you fucking you hear it?
Yerd.
Yerd.
Lickety split, yerd.
Got 30 seconds between what do you say? 30 milli vanilli of this Adderall hits in.
Well, look at your abra in the house.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. British rappers are.
I didn't know he wasn't even
breed.
British. He was just a
even British.
dude hyped up on Adderall.
Yeah.
He's just some dude hyped up on.
Oh yeah, and he grabbed a cricket out of the pool.
Yeah,
You
like
could
a
actually see
roach.
the cricket in the
That
air
guy
too.
was wild.
It's never too late. It's also a very good 30 Days Grace song.
Okay.
Hey,
Speaking of songs, do you want to play my cringe? You guys want to cringe now?
Annie says you walk up to a secret door and it appears to be locked. What do you do? What
No,
do you
not
want to
this.
do? Me, seduce the door and make it my bitch.
I swear to God, I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll punch you. Don't seduce a door. Come on, seduce the dragon.
Seduce the dragon. Like Donkey from Shrek.
Yes, sir.
Name a better couple.
Please.
A power couple.
Please.
A
Dude, that was
donkey and a
the
dragon.
couple.
That's crazy.
Had little donkey dragon babies. It was awesome.
But you know, it's okay, and like never be afraid to try something different. You know what I mean? Get out of get uncomfortable, try something different.
Get out of your comfort zone. If you don't like it, don't do
I
it.
mean, and you were at Creative Sanctuary. We were big on that. Like,
Mhm.
just
Yeah,
try
you
something,
forced me into
like,
poetry
giving
classes.
people like the freedom to like, hey, just try something you're not good at, because, like I was saying earlier, like it expands you. It
Mhm.
expands your ability in singing if you're more versed in poetry.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it all plays in and helps each other. So
Yeah, no, because like I think we talked about
I
like
wish I had someone like you growing up.
I wanna do like
I'm here.
It was nice.
I wanna
I'm
create.
fucking 30 years old now. All hope is lost.
But you're never growing up, so we're good, right?
That's right.
You're still a
Thank you,
kid.
Joffrey.
Jaw free, dude.
This is why we do the podcast.
Yep.
Because we're stuck in our wonder years.
Yeah.
We're in Neverland.
But that's why like for me wanting to create videos like the intrusive thought video, I don't know shit about like I don't know really script writing or story writing. Like I think if I actually sat down and wrote a story,
yeah,
I'd
and that's the
probably
thing. Is
suck
like
ass.
you won't
You
get
know?
any better at it unless you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I tell my kids this all the time because they like to play their video games.
Gotta get back up on the horse.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know how to do this part. Oh, I'm not very good at this. And I was like, well, you're not going to
No.
get any better at
And
it if
sometimes-
you're just sitting around here moping about
Sometimes
it.
you gotta make an ass of yourself. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah,
I want to do.
They ask me for help all the time because I'm a certified G. You know.
Yeah, G
they're
stands
like-
for gamer.
Yeah, they're like, they come with me like, hey, Dad, I can't do this part. Can you come do it for me? Fuck no. Grab that controller and let me see you do it another 30 times, and I can tell you what you did wrong. And then you can still do it
I
yourself.
did that with
but
Brandon
you
and
do it.
skateboarding. didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made an ass of myself a lot. And
Skateboarding,
hurt
yeah.
my hip a lot.
Yeah.
I fell on my hip.
So what I did-
Lear-
that's what I
Learning
did
is
with-
painful, man.
It was very painful.
That's what I did with Bryce. I just like, and he's a pretty good skater. you know?
Beauty's pain, as
Yeah.
they say.
But like I want to do voice acting, and you know how stupid I feel sitting in my car, sitting in here, making stupid ass voices to try to like do something.
Oh, I freaking
'Cause, like,
love that.
Get rid of that
It's
stigma.
like, no, I'm
Because
fine with
I
it now.
I do goofy
but-
ass voices on the
I think
regular.
it's fun.
Literally,
It's fun.
yeah, dude, it's super
much
fun.
fun.
Literally the other day, I was playing D&D, and one of my wife's friends named their character Goldravine. And I was just doing a stupid voice for her the whole time. I was like, Goldravine is hungry. Goldravine wishes to take a nap right now.
Well, see,
You
like,
know?
because like I
It's
do
just
that.
stupid shit like that.
I do it with like you guys anytime we're talking. Like I'm notorious of doing the voices and shit. But like
it's different when I'm like recording myself and I like the voices I've done are on the internet for people to go listen to, like as a resume for me to try to get a job.
Yeah,
doing it.
honestly, somebody
And,
could
like-
clip that little bit I did right there.
And it but you got to get past
It's
that.
like, yeah, you
know,
feel
and
stupid
try to-
doing it, but also it's fucking hilarious.
It is.
You know, you
So
can't make it.
Yeah,
gotta
once
make
you
an ass of
lean
yourself.
into it, there's
Yeah.
freedom. Like,
Just know it's like
screw what
dude,
everybody else thinks.
just
You're
like
having
if
fun.
you just think about this, right? If this becomes your job, how cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, this is my job. It's kind of stupid, but it's really fun. It's really fun.
Well, like if this were to get somewhere, you know what I mean. Well, when it gets somewhere, like
Yeah, man,
saying
that's right.
saying our job is to sit in a room and fucking
it's
talk to
really,
each other.
really stupid, but super fun.
Yeah.
Don't got insurance. Don't care.
And he says, "I'll be 32 in less than 2 weeks." Well, happy birthday.
Gold Ravine says happy birthday.
Hugs and kisses.
Schmigs and bitches. I don't know.
Whoa.
We got anything else we want like with dreams? Kind of getting on.
Oh,
Okay, right now?
this is something I would like to say about dreams.
Yeah, go for it.
Start where you're at. Use what you have. Do what you can. Like, don't put it off in your mind that you have to have some.
There's no
Imagine-
outline. Yeah.
Yeah, like just because that's the thing with Creative Sanctuary. That room that we did it in, I rented that for $200 a month. I had to rip out a drop ceiling. It looked like
Drop ceilings.
shit in there.
Drop ceilings are garbage.
But like the lady was just like, you can do whatever you want. So I painted murals everywhere. And we made something like it was not what I envisioned in my head as the original
got to start
space,
somewhere.
but you just start somewhere. So like to me that's the biggest shift of where your dream actually takes form is when you just start working with what you have. Like, and even if that means just write it down, like make it real in some way outside of your head. Talk about it, write it down, get it on, like do something to get it
Yeah.
outside of your
No,
head.
I mean, really, honestly, Shia LaBeouf said it right.
He's a cannibal.
Just do it. Okay.
God,
Just
I
do
love
it.
Shia LaBeouf.
No, right?
Watch his podcast. I'll show you the pod. I'll send you the link.
Shia
to the
LaBeouf.
podcast, dude. Oh,
I do enjoy Shia LaBeouf.
I love his growth that he has had.
I
basically, as a
hate
human.
Transformers Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
do,
everyone
you,
does.
do you remember Josh?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
went to school with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
No
so
way.
jealous.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would love that on my resume. I went to school with Shia LaBeouf. Didn't even talk.
Why
to
would you
him.
put that on your resume? Like that's gonna get you a
That's-
job.
Yeah, it will. If he saw that on my resume, he hired me immediately.
You're gonna hire somebody that's hey, I went to school with Shia
I'm
LaBeouf.
sure they have an extended conversation with him. I might hire him just to have the conversation about how Shia LaBeouf is.
Exactly. It might be for 2 weeks, but I still got a paycheck.
You guys are some of the most unprofessional people I've ever met in my life.
And what's fucked is like I'm in a position currently to hire people, so it's like, yeah, you know,
I'm applying tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hire an editor.
huh?
Let's hire an editor.
No, I was talking about like at my real job.
Yeah, hire an editor and make them do editing for us.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find that. I'll see if anybody has that on their
You
resume.
can have your company pay them.
Goodwill.
This is fraud. Don't
It
do
is
this.
100% fraud.
Also, don't refer to that as your real job. You're discrediting what you're doing here.
What we're doing now is your real job, Ryan.
Arugula.
Deep.
You said we were
She's
gonna
good.
get deep, right?
She's good.
Let her. She cooked.
Let her
She
cook.
made a full course meal. I just ate it.
And it was 5 stars.
and let me tell you, it's pretty good.
Let's get a 5-star review on Yelp. All right. Work with what you got, not what you hoped for, is what Macy says. Macy also said, I love that, Jen. But well, I think that about does it with it. I mean, Jen, I super appreciate you coming and being a part of this and
So
having this. It
fun.
was a great episode.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who's the funniest here?
The funniest?
Me.
The cat.
Such a good answer. That's such a good answer. Oh my god, you're so good at this. That's wild.
Should we? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Should we end it off with my music?
I mean, the cat literally got his butt right on camera.
Yeah,
so-
dude, the cat's the star. Good job, Rookie. You've made it big.
She's a slut.
You said you called.
You called?
Oh,
Do you want to go over?
You had me at slut.
Yes.
Did you send it to my?
Your personal one. Your personal one.
Oh.
Am I gonna throw up?
First song, yes. Second song, no.
Is this the rap?
First song, no, not that one. It's the first link, the SoundCloud link.
Oh, you already know.
I
it's
found
gonna
the
be-
SoundCloud somehow.
It's gonna be bad if it's a SoundCloud song,
Send me the
dude.
link. I want to look it all up.
Oh, and share it.
I will. We got him famous.
I don't even know what I was writing about in this song.
It looks like you're writing about anesthesia.
I remember this one.
Yeah. Wait for it.
It was terrible.
I just want this loud. I'm like so proud of this for you though because you created something and you put it out there. No, like that literally takes balls. There's so many people that sit around and write in their journals and never put it anywhere.
It really takes balls knowing that I'm gonna make fun of you for this for a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Way to go, man.
Thanks. Well, okay, you can stop this track now because I'm
No,
getting so red.
you need
in
to
the
turn
face.
it up. You need to crank this to 10, dude.
Oh, this is hurting, actually.
I'm gonna make them play this at the next parade in town.
If you can go to the good song eventually.
I remember whenever you did that one.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was like, that's
I'm more proud of what you,
those are sounds.
where
Yeah,
you
listen, man, you had to start somewhere.
Oh, 100%. I'm
Exactly.
proud of it. Don't get me wrong. It was
Thank
goofy.
you.
But this is also a testament to Stogie's work.
How old were you when you did that?
18, 19.
Exactly.
Too old to be doing that dumb shit. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, it's muted.
Really a big fan of the font you chose there.
Brooklyn did that.
Nice. I like that.
I like
Did you
the
do all that artwork? Shout out to Brooklyn Harney.
I need you here tonight to hold me down. I hate to sound dependent. I'm running off these fumes and addictions that keep on creating problems inside my mind. Where we going now? Struggles hold me down. I hate that I'm falling out while you're going ghost. I know I do the most for your love. I ain't shit to you. Made it hard to trust. I ain't falling for this trick again.
That's one like. Sweet Nostalgia is going to be your second like on the song.
Woo!
Going rogue, I ain't looking back. Going rogue down a different track. Going rogue.
I'll say this one is significantly better than that.
significantly.
That first, like, I mean, I told you whenever you made it.
I don't know where it's leading me. Feeling so alone, but I know that you here for me. You losing control, maybe lose control, and I don't know what's gotten into me. I'm starting to think we fall into fake, cause none of this shit makes sense to me. My pride, I would put it to the side for you. Do or die when you call me, I still slide for you. Even though I had to go, never forget, somewhere down the line, I can find you in another life. We can try doing this one more time. Where we going now? Struggles hold me down. I hate that I'm falling out while you're going ghost. I know I do the most for your love. I ain't shit to you. Made it hard to trust. I ain't falling for this trick again. Too late to make amends. I'm going
A year ago.
rogue. I ain't looking back. Going rogue down a different track. Going rogue. I ain't looking back. Going rogue down a different track.
Shout out to Crispy Tunes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have so many talented friends.
And this is my friend Brick.
Yeah, isn't he putting his stuff on pause for that same reason?
And I guess that's what you get for all the shit you put me through. And I just can't keep lying all the time, waiting for a better time to tell you that I can be your man. I know I do the most for you.
Yep, significantly better than what
Significant,
that first
big
one.
jump.
And sad as fuck.
Told you could hear the pain in it.
No, I always supported your music, but it just wasn't like my music. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the shit that I would listen to.
Music it is.
I fucking
Obviously.
No, like I said, all my friends were into pop punk, and I supported the heck out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Do you not like pop punk?
Nah.
Really?
No.
What's your music taste? Plot twist. She says pop punk.
I like a lot
She
of
said punk
indie
pop.
stuff.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm into reggae. Like
Me
just
too.
way more to like
you should
chill
listen
vibes.
to. You should listen to a band called Wookie Foot.
Wookie.
like Sticky Fingers.
Love them.
Yeah.
So listen to Snoop Dogg's reggae album. Where
You
Snoop
shouldn't.
Lion.
You actually really shouldn't do that.
It was a great album.
I listen to all kinds of stuff because I just appreciate people's creative.
Should listen
process.
to Nako and Medicine for the People. It's a good one.
Naco Medicine is great.
But no, I mean, like I was saying before, it's a super great podcast. I super appreciate you coming and being a part of it. Everybody needs to definitely go to
Do it or you're dead to
Instagram.
us.
Huh?
I said do it or you're dead to us.
And search up what was the tag again? Find Creative Sanctuary.
Find Creative Sanctuary.
Find
All
Creative
one-
Sanctuary. It's
All
all
one word.
all one word on Instagram. Go give them some love. Share it around. I am going to try to put the link to the GoFundMe page in the comments so that way you guys can go to that. Also, for the people that personally have me on any sort of social media, I am going to post it on pretty much probably everything, Instagram, Facebook, so you'll have somewhere to go hit it. People that don't have me on any social media, I can gladly send it to you through whether that be Discord or whatever.
And please like tag any like creative friends that you have that are like maybe beginner musicians,
Yeah.
poets, artists, anything. Like, I mean, if they're hiding it in their bedroom, but they're like a really good artist, tag them because I really love like bringing people like that and giving them like a place
we're
to
looking-
ease into.
We're looking for closet artists.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like I literally, when I started creative, I would scroll Instagram for hashtags of like just little like Parker Pickett. Like I found him on Instagram and like
Gotta love the Pickett brothers.
yeah, like I don't know. I like finding the little hidden gems before they.
Tessa says you're so pretty, all of you. We should all that so pretty.
Who called me
shaded.
pretty?
Somebody in the comments.
I did always.
But
Thank you.
But yeah, no, anybody that is creative, share that with them so that way they can come find Creative Sanctuary, and then also like we can share their shit, get it out there.
I will promote it. For sure.
Promote all your stuff. It's all what we do here. Anytime that she posts something, we try to share it. Anytime Brandon would post something, or Weatherman Entertainment, we try to share the love with
We're
each
community with each other.
other. It's all a creative community, and that's what Creative Sanctuary was built for.
Yes,
You know what I
and
mean?
I mean, I will say I promote uplifting, like encouraging.
Yeah,
If somebody's gonna be a hater or sharing like negative crap, I
yeah.
don't
Yeah,
really
we-
go
we
that
stick-
way. So
We stay away from that. That goes
Yeah.
for the people commenting in here. If you don't like it, that's
Don't watch.
fine.
yeah,
Just leave it alone.
Mhm.
No negative stuff. Because I'm somebody like I know all people is good. But I'm not.
Feel my fire.
Give
me your hate.
I'm a creator that I will take constructive criticism.
I will bear this burden for all of us.
We'll take constructive criticism around here. We want to hear it, but also it's just all how you say
Except
it.
for you, Cobalt. Stop telling me I peak. Shut up.
Network and help everyone. Love it. Is what Annie says. But it's all in community, and it's all we do it with love.
We do it with love.
It's all back into
Well, that
we do it
love.
with
See,
love.
now we're making a full circle of shit they've taken from me.
No, we did that all together. So
What do you want me
can
to do?
get
Cut them open?
I
You can
started
get
the bit.
fucked.
I started the bit.
It was a bit that we were all a part of.
started the
Such a
bit.
good bit. I have it saved to my phone. I'll just show you.
Yeah, it's a reel on my Instagram.
I started. It was my bit.
Oh, shut the fuck up. But no, we super appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out and being a part of this. If you don't like it, kick rocks and go play in trap.
Appreciate you, Annie.
All right.
She wants to say,
fella.
Yeah.
Andy
Appreciate
said,
the
Andy
energy,
said
but
JK.
also
Appreciate the energy, but don't go play.
yeah, don't go play in traffic.
Theoretically, play it. Like on Minecraft, go play it.
Metaphorically playing traffic.
Grand Theft Auto is a thing for a reason.
In Minecraft. We appreciate
Not
y'all.
the crime, the video game.
we all appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Jen, once again, appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
You're a lovely person.
So
It was-
are you. I'm so glad you decided to come.
I'm glad I did too. I don't want to start this again.
He's getting all giddy. He's like, I'm glad I came and hung out
Okay,
with.
moving on. I'm a big, strong man.
He's good. He's grow. He's a big softy. Like that
Big
cat.
softy.
Like that cat right there. You see it?
Okay, this is enough about me.
Brandon, always, always,
Me and Shank say bye.
kind of contractually obligated to be here.
There.
He's a big cat.
Ready to
I would
attack.
be lifting him up like
I was
that.
so he was about to slash my face.
He's heavy. He's got some paws behind him.
Yeah,
I
he
know
does.
my dudes when Savannah came over the other day because we helped him put up that shelf in there.
Yeah.
Savannah held him like the whole time, and I was like, "How are you holding this cat? He's
Fat.
so big."
He's a floofer.
Ruki is not. She's not that big.
She's
She's
still
a
thick,
pretty
though.
calm. She's thick from whenever I first got her. When I first got her, she
Thick
was,
with two C's.
she was just a street cat. She was,
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
she chose me. She was one of those, like they chose you kind of gigs.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a good kitty.
I love it when they accept the chin
She
scratches.
should definitely be the mascot for this.
Oh no,
Good.
my
We're
cats.
gonna
My
fix it.
cats are both extremely loving.
Yeah,
Shanks is very affectionate and like rubbing up on you.
he forces you to love him.
Oh yeah, forcefully. She licks you worse than a dog would.
I love it.
Like
Because I
it
love
is-
the feeling of cat
she-
stuff.
Do you really?
I love
Yeah,
the feeling
no,
of
he's
cat
a
stuff.
fucking
Psycho?
weirdo.
I just love it. I don't know why.
Big kitty. Petty cat.
Golly, sandpaper.
I love it.
I hate it. But you know, I hate it because like the first night that I got her, she likes to sleep on my chest a lot. She came and laid on
Did
my
you know
chest.
that like where cats go is like their purring is like actually healing parts of you?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
That's so
crazy.
cool.
But
I used to hate cats. I'm gonna be real with you. I used
So,
to
so
hate
did I.
them.
Until
So did
I
I.
got her dumbass, I was
As
I
a
didn't really
grown
care.
man, refused to get cats, and then my wife, we got our first cat.
I'd still prefer a dog. If I still worked from home, I would get a dog instead.
I love my dog to pieces. I love Benny so much. I'm the only one. I'm the only one
love
in.
Ben.
I'm the only one in my house that loves Benny.
Love him.
Like
He's a
everyone,
big
all my
dumbass,
kids and my wife hate him.
I think he's
They
a
don't.
good
They don't.
dog.
They don't hate him. They're just. He's.
Yeah.
He's super annoying. You
He's
know what I mean?
goofy.
Yeah.
He's a very goofy. Little, he looks like
so
Scooby Doo. Genuinely.
Well, yeah,
He
Scooby
looks
Doo
like.
got hit with a bat.
He does. He looks so stupid. Oh, he's such a big dumb dummy. I love
So
him
is
so
my
much.
dog,
But I've leaned more towards cats now because they're just
They're easier. They're much easier to take care
No,
of. For sure.
if
softer.
This
if-
is such an Indiana goodbye.
I always tell people we're doing the Midwest goodbye.
Genuinely,
We do
we'll
it
have
in
it.
Midwest
We'll have a
goodbye.
full hour after where it's just like, oh yeah, okay, bye. We gotta. You guys remember that one?
this is the after party,
Congratulations. You made it.
welcome to the
Every
after
time we
party.
start to say goodbye, it's always like another half
Well,
hour. To,
Yeah, you brought up my cat, so I gotta talk about her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, what I was saying is that she slept on my
This
couch.
is why Ryan gets cut off so much.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He'll never
Yeah, no,
shut
'cause
up.
I don't get a chance. No, I don't get a chance to fucking talk until the end of the goddamn fucking
Maybe it's because you
podcast.
monologue too much.
Fuck, no, I just try to tell a story
I'm joking.
with detail,
all right, your cat.
exposition.
Shut up, your cat.
She bit the mic. I should have turned the gain down. But no, she slept on my couch, and the very first night she licked me. I was just about to fall asleep, like literally. I was drifting away. She licked me from the bottom of my chin to the top of my fucking nose. I woke up so quick and grabbed her. I was like, "You're going back outside." It's like, who the fuck do you think you are?
My dad used to have a cat that would lick the insides of your ears.
Ew.
I would wake up to like little cuts in my ears because it's a sandpaper tongue.
Yeah. No.
Anyways,
Anyways, I think it's time. I think it's time now.
Yeah, we
no
need
more
to-
Midwest goodbyes.
we need to commit.
Hold on.
Hit him with the Irish goodbye. Just cut it off.
Annie's got a tattoo of her dog. She's like, I got my goofy ass dog as a tattoo.
I cannot. Good for you, but I cannot imagine getting a tattoo of an animal put on me.
She also said from Illinois, from Illinois,
It's a Midwest thing.
and every time goodbye is the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a whole Midwest
It
thing.
is a Midwest. I shouldn't have said Indiana.
No,
Especially
it's
when
all
you,
Midwest.
especially
And yes, it
with
is,
your
Tessa.
family.
It's called
It always-
Midwest
It's
goodbye.
always so much worse with your family.
Yeah.
Good news, guys. You're a family.
Yeah, Jen looked.
Yeah, she looked back there.
Check. Is there somebody in the closet?
I did too. Both did. I was like,
I
what?
like to address my family. You know, the ones that don't exist.
No, we keep them in the closet. The closeted family.
I wish they'd come out and say hi every now and again. I miss you.
I wish somebody in your family would watch our fucking show.
Any of you. No, my stepmom watches, and my
No,
little brother
that's
watches.
sick.
My sister watches.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah, she did
dad.
come into it.
My dad doesn't watch.
Are they subscribed?
Sub like Sam.
No, so
I
that,
don't
that is a
remember.
big thing that I want to bring up. And so, a lot of people hear that. We appreciate you guys coming in and being a part of this. Also, we appreciate it very much if you guys share it.
It's
Share
free.
Share it around with your family. Sub like Sam, subscribe. There is a certain percentage. I can check this. There's a
22%
certain
last time.
percent of you people that watch this.
Okay, you people's harsh. You friends. You friends.
You guys that watch this that are
Y'all.
not
Exactly. There's a reason y'all exist now, man.
that are not subscribed. There's a legit percentage, and I can see it. And I can see you people that click through it.
And we'll fucking snip
Can
you
you
out like
see
a
his
hound
finger
dog.
right now? He is so pointy right now.
Oh, that's what he does.
We'll fucking get you.
I'll find out who's clicking through it and who's not subscribed. And
No, seriously,
will.
people, like, it takes nothing to subscribe, and somebody's over here creating something good in the world, so just be a lover, not a hater, and just subscribe.
so Tessa said I can get some vouchers. Will do. And Andy says, "Well, y'all are stuck with me now. We've been stuck with you. I mean, since fucking lockdown protocol. We got in one lobby
Like a
with this
cyst.
Anne. Yeah, no, and Anne has not left us alone. No, Anne's a good people. She was great.
No, she's great.
I don't know how many
It
times.
was just a joke.
I don't know
didn't
how.
mean any offense.
I don't know how many times I fucked over Anne in lockdown protocol.
We feel bad.
Or she fucked me over. She
See, here's
got
the
me
thing:
good.
is like when people say you're stuck with me, and then they're like, "Yeah, like a tumor." I hate that.
like a tumor.
Yeah, that
That's
means
dark.
it means you're like a parasite. You know, a cyst is usually benign.
I used to
so-
be your parasite.
A mole.
a mole. Yeah, stuck with me like a mole.
Stuck with me like a tattoo.
Oh no, this is actually a really good tattoo. So Annie just sent me the tattoo. I won't show it on camera, but yeah, she's a really good tattoo.
Oh, he's a big dummy. Oh, he's such a big dummy.
He's a goofy. That bottom picture is really.
He's a
cute.
goofy boy.
For you.
He's a goofy boy.
Unless it's a
Goofy
girl.
goober.
Is it a girl or
Hi,
a boy?
Annie.
I don't know.
But okay, are we good to cut it off
What's
now?
that? You want me to unsub? No.
Nope.
Don't unsub.
No, don't upset, please.
No, please don't.
But yeah, no. If you guys could do that, sub. If you're not already sub, share it. Comment too. The comments do really play into it. Like it as well. Likes really play into it.
You can make a difference.
You can just by clicking
Like, follow, and obey.
Listen to us. Listen to your podcast overlord.
No.
I'm your dad now.
Where's my
I always wanted to be a father.
Where's my hat? I don't know where it's at.
It says daddy.
I have a hat. This is daddy.
Which one am I wearing right now?
The Ichiraku ramen.
Okay.
I have my.
I have a hat I usually wear that just says shit show supervisor.
This one's one of my new favorites. My curls.
Of course.
I'm such a
I know
big
I
fan.
have a Miller High Life, but I don't even drink beer.
I don't either.
I just like
I don't
that.
either.
I
hats are
gave
nice.
I gave up beer a long time ago. I have a Michelob Ultralight T-shirt.
I don't drink beer either, but it's like
Dude, beer merchandise screams Midwest, and we
Yeah.
like have to conform,
And-
right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing more Midwest than a Coors corduroy hat.
yeah.
It's so true.
That's the material. is the
They
big
don't make
thing
this
for me.
hat corduroy anymore. It's one of a kind. dude.
Sweet nostalgia.
Sweetness.
There's nothing like it, man. Corduroy. What happened to corduroys, man?
I need them.
We're moving on.
Hey, like we need to make hoodies.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I would
want
love
to.
a sweetness.
I'm a hoodie
would-
guy.
I would love that.
I wear hoodies all.
Hoodies is like all.
No, like I carve out like stamps where you can just like
Really?
stamp.
Like,
your
and you
own.
have like the stamp like machine. and
okay,
shit?
don't
No,
hype
I
us up.
make
We're gonna
Don't hype us up.
We're gonna talk about
no,
this
no.
afterwards.
No,
Don't
I'm
hype
for
us
real.
up.
Actually, hold on,
We're gonna
everybody.
talk about this
And
after.
then people that subscribe, baby, woohoo, giveaways and
So,
Okay, she's getting
so
deep.
she just said it. So everybody heard it. So everybody that's
Yes.
actually watching this, let us know if you would like to have that stuff. I mean, honestly, I want.
I would love to
The
have a
sweet
sweet
nostalgia.
nostalgia
Yeah.
hoodie,
I would do the
dude.
same. or a hat, or just.
I'd fucking give my kids away to have. I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
I give away my
never
dream.
do that.
To
Probably
have my other dream stamped on my
the
chest.
oldest. Probably the oldest.
And he just said, "Why didn't you ever come back with the milk?" Because you're just
Ooh.
no.
I got lost.
Got lost.
Illinois, right? Oosh.
They didn't have my cigarettes. I had to go to a different
They
store.
ran out of Newports, and
Had to go to a different store.
what can I say?
Had to go find me some Winston Reds.
The milk that they had there was expired.
All they had
Still
was
looking.
all they had was almond milk. You show me the teat on an almond.
I like almond milk.
You show me the teat on an almond.
Show me the tit on a nut.
I was looking for the sweet forbidden fruit of
Have the monkey.
the monkey. The teat. Okay, we're getting to the point where nothing makes sense anymore.
It's that slap happy part. So Annie actually said, "Send me the first prototype." So we got people involved. So that's going to be something that we're going to
We
do.
have a person involved.
So we will find a way to get like that, and we maybe just do straight merch, or we'll just do the kind of like a fun giveaway kind of thing. We'll get it going. But no, thank you guys for coming and hanging out and being a part of the
I have to
podcast.
start a Patreon.
We couldn't do any of this stuff without any of you.
Super appreciate you.
Jen, you want to give a good goodbye, like an actual proper one now?
Yeah, not a Midwest.
Not a
Oh my
Midwest one.
goodness, no, there's so much pressure.
That's all good.
Just tell them
Bum,
bye.
bum, 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 bum.
Hugs and kisses.
Not like this.
Yes. She's conformed.
Yes.
Don't like it here.
All right. Brain doggy, say goodbye.
I say bye. Just goodbye.
No,
Have a good
and
night.
I'm gonna save you for last because you said that you have a new one that you
Oh,
want
you
to
have a
say.
special
do
one?
have a
And
new
he's
one, yeah.
copywriting it.
But no. I'll let you say it because I typically I'm typically the last
My new
person.
goodbye is hug your Nintendog and kiss your Tamagotchi.
Good night.
I mean, think about it. When's the last time you checked on your Nintendog? How many Tamagotchis are dead because you forgot?
And he also said I would love it, and he had to go find the cow and milk it. So,
Goodbye.
yep, gonna go off and find that cow, and I will never give you that milk again.
They're all
But-
tipped over.
Yep, I'm gonna go tip them. But no, thank you guys for coming and hanging out and being a part of it. Couldn't do any of it
It's a
without you.
milkshake.
And we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
See you guys.
See ya. Bye bye.
See, nothing to it.
That was great.
Oh, my ass cheeks are bruised.
Being broke, I don't need this. I know it's time to live and eat the rich. I've been crunching numbers trying to pinch the cents. I mean, pennies on the dollars, what I make for this. I got sons, you have daughters, how we feed the kids. I'm out of food, so I guess it's time to eat the rich. I'm talking 1%. Let's get on top of that. Put that on extra fries and supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the kids. Go grab a plate, honey. For dinner, we eat the rich. You gotta have a business, be creators on the side. You can't make it anymore, living life a 9 to 5. I've been living on a cycle, trying to die for life. Now it ain't living anymore, it's a ride or die. Look at my physical, I've been running all over my principles. Looking for the middle class, I'm taking it mythical. Hypocritical leaders tell me I can be invincible. If I only invest to live and listen to rules, now there's AI. I like it cause it's cool, but I hate it at the same time. Using it to give other people bills and pay mine. Now the feds knocking cause I ain't turning my I-9. You cops a bunch of bitches, you ain't even need your K9. I'm sick of being broke, I don't need this. I know it's time to live and eat the rich. I've been crunching numbers trying to pinch the cents. I mean, pennies on the dollars, what I make for this. I got sons, you have daughters, how we feed the kids. I'm out of food, so I guess it's time to eat the rich. I'm talking 1%. Let's get on top of that. Put that on extra fries and supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the kids. Go grab a plate, honey. For dinner, we eat the rich. I'm at your doorstep, knocking. I've been checking off the boxes on the Forbes list. I just need your wallet, not your bullshit. Quit talking. I came out the gutter with the poor kids. You were probably on the island touching all the poor kids. Fuck you. I'ma take some pictures for the front news. Blow it up, front and center. Leave you like a buck tooth. Bitch made. Make you suck a pole like a cuck dude. Blood all on the satin, have you paddling like ducks do. Who that? How the fuck he do that? Why the kid rapping like it's rent due? Too bad. Heavy pressure when I'm spitting something that I'm new at. So I'ma keep on pressing on their head like a do-rag. I'm sick of being broke, I on top of that, put that on extra fries and supersize the max. I need some seasoning on so that we can feed the kids. Go grab a plate, honey, for dinner